York Yankees versus the Kansas City Royals. Rodon just struck out the side. Still getting set up, man. And it was just getting a little, it was just spinning and spinning. It wouldn't, basement technical difficulties. Been a while, but I had a few. So here we are, guys. But we're all set up. Rodon struck out the side to start. Absolutely amazing. So good stuff. Good start. Let's go Yankees. Reagans is on the mound for Kansas City, and he's a really good pitcher, guys. So we're gonna have to really, really pay attention tonight. And Judge better start hitting in the playoffs. I hate to start thinking that he's a what's it called? Like an A-Rod. Great regular seasons and then can't do it in the postseason. I don't want that. Nobody wants that. So that's what we're hoping for, man. Though Manav, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Manav's in the basement. Come here, buddy. Rocco, of course, wants to say hello. What's going on, Manav? How you doing, buddy? Rocco's ready to rock and roll here, guys. Ready to rock and roll. Gleyber Torres is up. He's been killing it, leading off. Killing it. So, good stuff, man. Hopefully Aaron Judge can come around. I really don't. He's had a 206 career postseason average. That's really bad, man. It's really, really bad. And I really want him to turn it around. I'm a huge Judge fan. Look, Rocco's a huge Judge fan. Even though I don't agree with the Yankee names on the back of the jerseys for the dog, that's all they had. They didn't have any Yankee jerseys without the name on the back. So what can you do? Gunner, OG cellar dweller, and basement bouncer in the basement. What's up, Gunner? Pain, Johnny. All I feel is pain. 2 straight weeks we look terrible on offense. Don't worry, you got the Jets coming up. Bunch of losers. You got the Jets coming up. You'll stomp them out on Monday night. I am done with the Jets. They're losers. They're a bum organization. I bought into them, and I'm done with them. I'll still be loyal to them. I'll watch them. I expect nothing, Gunner. You guys, the Buffalo Bills are going to trample the Jets on Monday night. You'll be fine. I promise you. You'll be fine. I'm disgusted with the Jets. They're a disgusting organization, man. I can't believe I'm a fan of them still since 1981. The Jets are a bunch of bums. Bunch of bums. What a loser organization. You Buffalo Bill fans will be happy when you stomp a mud hole in the Jets on Monday night. I can't believe I ever bought into. Once a decade, I buy into the Jets. Once a decade, and this is the same crap. I watched this same movie last year without a real quarterback. I'm over them, man. I don't care. You don't see any, except for back there. I forgot to remove that towel. I'm not promoting any Jet stuff on here anymore. I ordered my Charlie Brown shirt. I hope it shows up before Monday, because that's what I am as a Jet fan, Charlie Brown. So Regans, we got a man on first right now. Soto's up. Soto works a 3-1 count right now. Judge is on deck. He better get a hit, man. Aaron Judge is the man, and I don't want to be him being an A-Rod in the playoffs. Great regular season number, historic regular season numbers, him and A-Rod. Playoffs, nothing. Other teams have star players, and they show up. They show up. Ohtani? I know, the Dodgers got killed last night. Gunner, you're more confident than I am, and I'm a Bills fan. Dude, you're going to stomp a mud hole in the Jets Monday night. What a bunch of bums. Not our defense. Not our defense. Our defense, as usual, as it has been since the beginning of time, meaning since 81 when I became a fan. Ball 4, Soto walks. We got 2 on, nobody out, and Aaron Judge coming up. Let's go, Aaron. Go Bills next one Monday night. Oh, Manav, you guys can all go for the Bills. I'm going to be doing it. You haven't seen anything yet. You won't see me getting angry either. I'm just going to be sarcastic, and I'm going to be ripping on my own team. Bruin, hello. OG Bruin. We got both cellar dwellers, both bounces in here. Both cellar dweller bounces are in the house. What's up, Bruin, man? What's going on? Bruin, you may want to hop back on the Giants wagon, dude. If Shakir plays, I'll be more confident. Maybe I don't know how you're not confident, Gunner. Do you really see the Jets coming Monday night and winning? You don't see that, Gunner. Come on. You don't see that. I don't see that. I don't believe for an instant they're going to win. They're a bunch of bums, a horrible organization, and losers, man. I've been buying into this crap. It's like me when I told my father about my report card. Look at Judge, man. He's ready to strike out again. 1-2. I would tell my father every semester, Dad, it's going to get better. My report card's going to get better. I'm trying. It's really – wait till you see the next one. And what was the next one? Same movie, same story, same excuses. Struck him out. Man, Aaron Judge, he keeps up these kind of performances. He should get on the Jets. His strikeout rate career in the postseason is 35% of the time. What's going on with Judge? What's going on with him? It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Austin Wells up now, 2 men on. We got 2 men on and nobody out. Can we score some runs? Bruin, what's going on, man? Gunner, we had our offense has looked, and you still have a great defense. I'll agree with you there. When I'm talking about the Jets, I'm not talking about their defense. They had one drive where, when you think about it and you really watch the highlights, I'm talking from the defensive side of the Jets. I mean, they had one drive with 2 pass interference calls. One was definitely pass interference. The other was a little ticky-tacky. But Minnesota scored, and that touchdown – I mean, Minnesota, honestly, had 2 drives where they got points, and it was only 6 points. We had a pick 6, gave them a touchdown, and then the one drive where it was pass interference, offsides, then they scored the touchdown. That was the only poor performance by the Jets defense on that one drive. But Minnesota couldn't move the ball. But, Gunner, there's no way our offense sucks. Once Breece Hall and Braylon Allen titled themselves the Killer Bees, they've done nothing. Nothing. I'm so disappointed in that team. They're going to get a mud hole stomped in them on Monday night, Gunner. Mud hole. Buffalo's going to run all over them. Come on, Wells, let's go. Come on, Yankees. We get runners on base, and we have such a problem with them scoring. I watch the Mets. The Mets get runs like the Mets get runs. Can we do that? First 2 guys get on. Judge strikes out. I'm going to start saying as usual. And now Austin Wells. Come on, Wells. All right. Austin Wells struck out. The negativity in the basement is continuing. Boy, we get 2 guys on, and the next 2 guys strike out. Unbelievable. We're not going to get any runs, man. I'm still in a bad mood from yesterday because I'm so mad at myself for buying into a dumpster fire team like the Jets. Nav, how you doing, Bruin? Snazzy, another cellar dweller accounted for. Snazzy in the basement. What's up, Snazzy, Snoozy, Schneezy, Schmeez? What's up, man? All right, let's go. Stanton. Can we rely on Stanton getting a hit? Sometimes he does, though. Stanton comes through sometimes. Way back. Another cellar dweller accounted for. First, Ozzy in the basement. Way back is here. Look at these guys. Yankees get 2 men on, nobody out, no runs. Same story. Bruin, what's going on? Everybody's saying, what's up? What's up, way back? How you been, man? You see, I got winners up here, way back. Winners. I got to keep the winning attitude going, and thankfully they're coming back soon. And the Rangers come back Wednesday night. The Yankees play Wednesday night at the same time as the Rangers. That's so disappointing. Of course, I'm going to do the playoff game, but I wanted to do opening night of the Rangers. Snazzy guy, can't say how slow I know. And you know what, Snazzy? Michael Kay and Paul O'Neill, David, they've all defended him, saying for the fans that think he's not trying, they said he really, really is trying. So I don't get mad at them because those guys, they call it as it is. When the guy's not trying, they will tell you a guy is not trying. So when they say he's trying, I give him the benefit of the doubt, man. I just do, because Michael Kay and those guys don't rip on him. So it's just so slow, man. I know he's just so slow. It's irritating because you see that slow grounder, Jazz, most guys would have beaten that out, man. I know it's irritating. I know. I agree, Snazzy. I know. Way back, all good here, man. Beautiful spring. That's right. It's spring for you guys, man. It's fall here, but it's still, the weather's still been good. Weather's still been good, man. Martin, I say the Chiefs win. Oh, that's right. The Monday night game on. Yeah, I would say so too. The Chiefs are always going to win until they lose. Like, they'll lose one game this year, and the Saints, do you think the Saints have come down to earth? Have the Saints come down to earth, maybe? I don't know. Bruin, no surprise since they called themselves the Killer Bees. Yeah, you nickname yourself. You bet you got a lot to show now, man. They nicknamed themselves the Killer Bees after the Titan game, because they played really well, and then they played well against the Patriots, and they've done nothing the last 2 weeks. The Broncos and the well, you know what? The Jets hardly played Braylon Allen in the Bronco game. You had first and goal inside the one. So typical, Breece Hall. That's what we do on every play, every first 2 downs. Breece Hall up the middle. And instead of bringing Braylon Allen, I love Breece Hall, guys. Don't get me wrong. I love him. I'm mocking the play calling, not Breece Hall. Third down, we do a trick play instead of bringing Braylon Allen in, who's a bulldozer. You don't bring him in at all. And then the trick play doesn't work, and then we end up with a field goal. I mean, we ended up holding, and then, whatever after that. It's just stupid stuff. Jets, man. The season's over, and I don't care anymore. I'm mad at myself for buying in. All right, we got a fly out. Beautiful. Jazz got it. Let's keep it going, guys. Let's go Yankees. Buffalo Times. Another cellar dweller accounted for in the basement. Let's go, man. I'm a Mets fan, but also rooting hard for the Yanks in these playoffs. Yo, Buffalo Times. I did the Mets last night. I go for the Mets. I go for the Mets, man. I'm a Yankee fan by nature, but I do pull for the Mets. Even though they lost last night, man, they fought to the bitter end, Buffalo Times. They fought to the bitter end. Buffalo, you've seen this. Come on, man. You've seen that. And I got a Piazza also, man. And Strawberries played for both teams, right? So it's kind of like a hybrid. But, man, are they fighters or what? One thing I'm jealous of as a Yankee fan, I wish the Yankees would do things like that. I wish the Yankees would get key runs at key times and get key hits. Small ball. The Mets play a lot of small ball, and they got batters like Nimmo and Lindor and Iglesias and Mark Vientos. What a find. Man, is that guy killer or what? All season. So, yeah, Buffalo Times. The only New York team I don't pull for, everybody knows, the Islanders. I never go for them, even against a Boston team. I never go for the Islanders ever in life. So we got 2 outs here. Nobody on. Rodon is looking like money. That's a base hit right there. But he's still looking good. Cullen, another cellar dweller accounted for. Another Ozzy in the basement. What's up, Cullen? Good day, sports fans. Good day to you, my friend. Good to see you in here. Thanks for everybody always supporting the channel. Buffalo, this hurricane is about to be scary in Florida. I know. I'm telling Lou, man. Lou lives in Tampa. Lou and my buddy Froge, the guy Fuzzy Bear that comes in here, they both live in Tampa. They both live in Tampa. They need to bounce out of there, man. That storm, you see that thing, man? It's monstrous. And they're even saying even if it slows down, it's still so huge, man, that it's going to be, even if it goes down to a Cat 1, it's going to be hovering over there for long lengths of time, man. They need to leave. Lou is in the direct path of this storm. And Fuzzy Bear, you guys have seen him in here. We call him Froge, but yeah, Fuzzy Bear. Rodon is on fire, man. Rodon is on fire. Boom, 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 boom. He's on fire. I reckon you need a Fitzroy and a Bears jersey to complement the Lions jersey. Yeah, you know I got a Brisbane Bears hat. You've seen that way back. I got a Brisbane Bears hat. I should get a Fitzroy Lions jersey, right? Fitzroy and a Bears jersey to complement the Lions jersey. The thing about it way back is the jerseys are expensive enough, and then the shipping. The shipping's like another $40 on top of it from Australia. You can't get this stuff over here, man. I got to get it from AFL store. I've gotten some discounts from the Brisbane Lions because I'm a member. I've gotten some discounts from their shop. So that's cool. That's cool. I've gotten discounts from them. But otherwise, yeah, all good, man. But now it says what's up to Cullen in Buffalo Times. Bruin, that nickname is cursed. They should have known better. Remember? Right, the Killer Bees. Do you know what's funny? I ask a lot of Jet fans this, and I'm going to throw this in. I'm not going to throw it as trivia because no one's going to get it. No one's going to remember. But the Jets had a defensive line. Jason Ferguson, Dwayne Robertson, Sean Ellis, and John Abraham. Remember those guys? They called themselves Fear. Ferguson, Ellis, Abraham, Robertson. Now, John Abraham was a beast. There's no doubt about it. But it's once they nicknamed themselves that, they did nothing. Nothing. They called themselves Fear because they're trying to live out like, the sack exchange. The thing about the sack exchange with Klecko, Abdul Salam, Lions, and Gastineau, they didn't name themselves that. The media named them that. They didn't name themselves that. And what was so cool was Klecko and Gastineau were the ones with the most sacks on the front four. They wanted just to call those two. You want to hear about classy? They only wanted to name those two, Klecko and Gastineau, the sack exchange. And Klecko said, we're not even going with that name unless you include all four of us. Period. Anyway, steered off a little bit. Cullen, hope you're all out of the way of the hurricane. Well, Cullen, I was just telling him, Lou talks, Lunicorn. He's right in the direct path, man. He's there. He's down there. Buffalo, nice Darryl. Yes. Legendary Yankee Met. Right. It's a hybrid, man. You can wear that because some Yankee fans don't understand how I go for the Mets. I'm like, because here's Jazz. Let's go, Jazz. I say because the Mets have nothing to do with the Yankees. It's not like the Rangers and the Islanders. We're in the same division, and we go at it every year. The fans go at it every year. It's not like that. The Yankees and Mets have nothing to do with each other unless they meet in the World Series. And those little 2 games here and then 2 games in July, I don't care about that. It's not a rivalry enough, and you know it, right? I mean, I don't care about them. I don't care about, like, I got to hate them. I don't have to hate Met. A lot of Met fans hate the Yankees. I don't know why. We have nothing to do with each other unless we meet in the World Series. So I like the Mets. Mets are a scrappy team, man. It's 1-2 on Jazz right now, bottom of the second inning. Bruin, Lou needs to get out of there immediately. I know. I know. I text them. I know. Hey, you know what? The Mets on tomorrow night? Maybe I'll see if I can get Lou on tomorrow night. Maybe get Lou on here tomorrow night. If he's still there, he can tell us what's going on. I'll talk to him, man. Snazzy, I should have bet on Rodon to get 5+ J. He's on fire. Rodon is not playing games today. He's not playing games today. Buffalo Times. I knew what you meant when you said Jays. I knew what you meant. Chisholm struck out, man, on a slider. Buffalo. I'm in Orlando, boys, so I think I should be okay, and I have an apartment on the top floor. So, but yeah, pray for me and us here in Florida. Never experienced this. You all know I'm a New Yorker. Yeah, Buffalo. I didn't even know you were in Orlando. If you've said that before, man, I forgot. Wow, man. Just here for a year. Well, the best to you, and hopefully it dies out before it gets to you, man, but it's going right across, and you know it is. But maybe by the time it gets to mid-Florida where you're at, maybe it'll die down enough, man. We hope. We hope. I was praying it would just stay south and go in between Cuba and Florida and just keep it down there. I know it's huge, man. We lived in Tampa for 11 years or a little bit longer than that. But anyway, I'm not big on running from storms either, but I would have left on this one. This one for sure I would have left. But the whole time we were there, we didn't get anything. Irma at the very end of our time there. But overall, I mean, we were there for years and never got anything. Angus, another cellar dweller accounted for. Angus in the basement. What's up, Angus? So Volpe's up. It's 2-2. I like him on the field, but Volpe, just not sold on him at the plate yet. I'm not going to give up on him. I'm just not sold on him at the plate. Just hasn't done what I thought he was going to do at the plate. Prayers up for Buffalo. Prayers up for everybody in Tampa. Everybody in Florida, man. It's just going to be a nasty, nasty storm. Whew. Supposed to hit Wednesday morning, I think. But nah, prayers for Buffalo Times. Amen. Lockport, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Lockport's in the basement. What's up, Lockport? What's up, man? What's up, what's up? Everybody saying what's up? She lives in West Chase. That's right by Tampa, man. Prayers up for her, too, man. Wow, Lockport. I know. We were just saying, Lou's down there, too. Man. Zach, subscribe, bell notice, hit the like button. Zach, welcome into the basement. How does this affect DJ LeMahieu's legacy? I know. He's kind of been tailing on like that toe thing, it feels, Zach. It feels like it's been like 2 years now. I like DJ, man. He's a two-time batting champion. He did it in the National League, did it in the American League. I always liked DJ. Could play multiple positions, but he's done. John Birdie at first base tonight. John Birdie, by the way, guys, is fast. They got him from the Marlins also. We got him, half the team is Marlins. Not half, but Stanton, Jazz, Volpe. He proved me wrong. He got a hit. He heard me. Volpe got a single. The nice thing when Volpe gets on base, he steals bases. So, yeah, Zach, it's a little the guy can't hit. He played what? He came back for over 80 games. He can't hit. He barely hit 200. He had that 6 RBI game against the Phillies. That was his greatest game. The guy can't hit. I mean, they could put him in later in the game. I bet you if this game is close, you'll see DJ in there for defensive purposes later in the game at first base. You'll probably see that. Because Birdie, by the way, this is his first start at first base. Cabrera, I love Oswaldo Cabrera. He's going to be our utility guy for a long time. He didn't do himself any favors not getting hits the other night. And here's Verdugo, speaking of guys that is hitting. I said I wanted Verdugo over Dominguez, not for the future, but for the playoffs, because Verdugo is a better fielder than Dominguez is right now. Getting him hitting 2 hits the other night was like a bonus. Verdugo's been trash at the plate. So getting him 2 hits, he scored 2 runs, got an RBI. Like, wow. Because we already know Verdugo is a very good outfielder, very good. He's got an arm. He knows how to play the ball off the wall. He knows what he's doing out there. So that's why I said they got to play Verdugo, not Dominguez. And I said we're just going to suffer with the bat. Well, we didn't suffer, so here he is, man. Hopefully he continues it. Angus, Royals Stadium and Pittsburgh Pirates is the 2 best stadiums in baseball. Pittsburgh Pirates and the Royals have the 2 most wonderful stadiums. Oh, is that fair? Oh, that was right on the line, guys. I mean, like right that close to the line. It was foul. Angus, it's a Cat 5 and a barometric pressure is plunging. Yeah, man, it's going to be a nasty storm, man. Nasty. Got a Reds hat today. Nice, Bruin. Good for you, man. Verdugo, he hit it solid, but flew out. Okay, we got 2 outs. Volpe's still on first. Lockport, it's the storm surge when it comes off the Gulf. It's scary, man. It's frightening, man. So they were telling people, even if it diminishes a little bit or gets down to a Cat 3 or Cat 2 when it hits land, They're like, it's still going to be damaging, man. It's a lot of wins. It's expanding. Not going to be a lot of fun. Here's John Birdie. First at bat this postseason. This guy is lightning fast, Birdie. Lockport, Gunner. Lockport is a storm. I just read that. Gunner, who do you think the Jets will try and put up against Christian Benford on Monday? He's having an all-pro year, so they might even try to test him. Only 6 receptions allowed so far. If Shakir plays, he's going to go up against Sauce. So you'd put DJ Reed on him. You'd put DJ Reed on Benford. See what happens. DJ Reed is a solid cornerback, man. But, he had a hard time. People are like, yeah, but he had a hard time with Justin Jefferson. Well, it's Justin Jefferson, man. Like, they're going to put DJ. If Shakir doesn't play, they may put Sauce on him, man. You're right, Gunner. The defense of the Jets is where it's at, man. But they're not going to win. They're going to get destroyed. Volpe stealing second. And he got it. Volpe stole second. That's the good thing about him getting on base. So if Birdie can get a hit here, we may get a run. Angus, the waters are so warm in the Gulf that all hurricanes rapidly amp up. I know it, man. They take off. The Gulf is bad. Look at the one that hit Houston a few years ago. What? Houston, 2017, was it? Hurricane Henry, was it? Something like that. Hurricane, what? It started with an H. I forget the name, but it was bad. It was bad. Brad, another cellar dweller accounted for. Another Ozzy in the base. What's up, Brad? Cullen, I've got some time off. I got no idea who the people you're talking about are, but it's still better than daytime television. Cullen, they don't have this on, what's that channel you guys got over there? KO? They don't have the Yankee playoff game on right now? I figured you guys would at least get playoff games, no? Even over here, Fox Sports shows AFL. They pick, like the game of the week, but they show a couple AFL games on Friday and Saturdays. They don't show them all. They just show like the big matchups, which would make sense if you want to get Americans into it. They show the big matchups during, the regular season and then the playoffs or the finals. But they don't show them all. I just figured they would show a playoff game over there for you guys. Or they're showing Monday Night Football probably. Birdie struck out. Thanks for showing up. You get our participation award. So that's it. Yankees have runner scoring position again and do nothing. Way back, hurricanes in the northern hemisphere spin anti-clockwise. In the southern hemisphere, we call them cyclones, and they spin clockwise. That's right. You guys get them over there, too. Why is it, does anybody know, why is it like the West Coast doesn't get hurricanes? That part of the Pacific doesn't, like California, you hear about earthquakes. Earthquakes, and in the Midwest, Kansas, Oklahoma, that's scary. So it's an earthquake and a tornado is unpredictable. You have no warning. They're just boom. They're just there. You never hear California. I think recently they got one, but you would think you'd hear more about them in the Pacific. You don't hear it at all, hardly at all. I heard of one last year. I think a hurricane went through L.A. But it usually doesn't happen over there. I mean, they're right off a huge ocean also, so I never really understood that. Bruin, everybody's saying, what's up? What's up? Everybody's up. Just on a smoke at work. All right. Building a pergola. Nice, Brad. Good stuff, man. Gunner, Benford is our cornerback, Johnny. Oh, well, there you go. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. You know who I was thinking of, Gunner? I was thinking of Mac Hollins for some reason because that guy dropped a bomb. I saw the replays of the game. I was thinking of, when you said Benford, I was thinking of Mac Hollins for some reason, Gunner. I'm sorry, man. I was thinking of Mac Hollins, man. That is funny. But Gunner, sorry, man. My brain is still scattered on why I'm a Jets fan at all. Harvey, thank you, Bruin. That was bad, Gunner. That was like me calling the Angels angles that night, and I stuck to it all night. Angles. Why are they calling it angles? What is an angle? Yeah. Sometimes, man, brain goes right out the window. Sometimes I think it's out the window and I try to pull it in. Way back at, hey, Brad, what's for Smoko? Manav, we just had an earthquake this weekend, John. Did you really? Wow, Manav. Yeah, you guys don't get hurricanes out there. So anyway, Gunner, in answer to your question, that'd be interesting, man. Maybe they'll put Garrett Wilson against them. Or Mike Williams. Mike Williams hasn't really done much, and I'm not even blaming him. Mike Williams is like, he catches great passes in traffic, man, but I guess maybe Garrett Wilson. You know what? It doesn't matter, Gunner, because we're not winning. The Jets are going to do nothing on offense. It's going to be 1st and 10, hand off to Brees. I'll tell you how our offense is going to go. Hold on. Rodon's back out there. He is nailing the corners of the plate. Nailing them. Now, I'll tell you how our offense is going to go, Gunner. 1st and 10, 2nd and 15, 3rd and 20, punt. That's how we're going to go. Incomplete. Aaron's going to throw this way. The runner's going that way. Hand off to Brees. Everybody knows it. They're going to get him on the 1st down, and then they're going to hand off on 2nd and 9. They're going to hand off to Brees again up the middle. Then he's going to get hit in the backfield. Then it's going to be 3rd and 15, and then we're going to end up punting. But Aaron, I see, likes to throw interceptions now. He's understanding what Jet quarterbacking is all about. He's got it down. When people say he's not in a rhythm, yeah, he is. He understands what being a Jet quarterback is all about. He threw 3 picks in one game, and one of them on what should have been the game-winning drive. And he threw an interception. That's Jets football, man. Aaron got it down. Aaron has it down. By week 5, he understands what quarterbacking for the Jets is all about. All right, it's 2-2 right now. Nobody on. Come on, Rodon. Come on. Struck him out. Rodon is on fire. Are we going to score runs for this guy? Rodon is on fire, man. He came out here angry and hungry. Wow. Oh, he is doing incredible tonight. Was there any damage, Manav? I mean, Rodon is like, his curveballs are coming in, hitting right in the corner of the plate. I mean, right in the corner of the strike zone. They're just dropping in, man. He is playing all the corners. Amazing. He's looking great. Colin, when I was in the Navy, we rode out a cyclone off the coast of northern Western Australia. It had to have been terrifying. Had to be absolutely terrifying. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near, like those hurricane hunters. They fly planes like right into them. Not me, man. Angus, we live in tornadoes, and we're waiting for an upcoming major earthquake in Missouri. I know when I drove trucks through Kansas, because I picked up in Dodge City, Kansas a lot, so I would leave Colorado. I'd drop off in Colorado. After I did Cali, get my run, end up in Denver, and go down to Dodge City, Kansas. I always like, please, 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 no tornadoes, man. It's part of my run. Way back, we don't get cyclones in South Melbourne. They're mostly north and across the top of the Western Australia. That's good, man. At least you don't get them there. Yeah, most of America doesn't get hurricanes just along the coasts. But like I said, the East Coast more than the West Coast. Bruin, you think Detroit can beat Cleveland? Cleveland's like sneaky tough, man. Detroit, when they have Scoob, if Scooble could pitch every day, yes. That's a hit. That's a hit. That might be a double. Let's see if he's going to chest judge his arm. No, he doesn't. Detroit, man, they swept. I know it's funny saying they swept Houston, a 2-game series. It's hard calling a 2-game series a sweep, right? They won 2. Oh, they swept them. When I think sweep, I think like a 4-game, like a 7-game series, like 4-game sweep. That's a sweep to me. 2 games is like, it's kind of cheesy, man. Best of 3. Rodon running after that ball. Nope. Save it first. They got runners at 1st and 2nd now. Grady. No cellar dweller. Another Ozzy accounted for. What's up, Grady? Detroit Tigers. I know. Well, I can't agree with you there, Grady. Can't agree with you there, but we can agree on that, Grady, right there. We can agree on that. We can agree on that right there, Grady. And I will proudly hold those up all season. We don't really get hurricanes or tornadoes here, very rare. But, yeah, you guys get the blizzards, man. You guys get the massive snowstorms in Buffalo, which can be just as, that can be. The hurricanes are more devastating for sure, but the blizzards up there, it's really bad, man. But they're called nor'easters now because nor'easters sound much more devastating than blizzards. It's the same thing. Everybody's saying, what's up? Manav, no damage, Johnny. Thanks for caring about me. Of course, Manav, you're an OG cellar dweller, man. We care about all the regular cellar dwellers in here, Manav. Didn't even know that you had a tornado, a earthquake there, man. Manav, when are you leaving for Portugal? Friday? Grady, hey, Bruin. Yep. Cullen, there seems to be mostly nearer to the equator. Yeah, for some reason. Angus, I saw the aftermath of Hurricane Ivan in the Gulf Shores. Yeah, it looked like a war zone. Man, I hope Tampa doesn't turn out like that, but it's not looking good, man. It is not looking good. Yeah, you're right off the lake. The Great Lakes, man. You're like right. I didn't drive the big rig over there a lot, man, but I went through Buffalo a couple of times, and it was in the wintertime, man. But luckily it wasn't snowing, but it was brutal cold, man. Wyoming gets really cold, and their snowstorms are ridiculous. I've been buried in Wyoming a couple of times. Cheyenne, Laramie. I've been stuck in Wyoming a few times, man, and they're a very poor state. They don't even have the plows there. You're stuck. All right, let's go. Double play. Come on now. Jazz applied the tag running to third instead of just throwing a second to first for a double play. That was weird. Why would he do that? Oh, I see why. Yeah, he's not gonna turn that double play. I see why. Forget it. I'll take that back. They slowed it down on the replay, and I'm like, I see why he did it. He would have never gotten double play anyway. So, all right, they got first and second right now, 2 outs, top of the third. I don't get this, man. Why do they do that? Vinny Pasquantino is up right now. TBS is the only channel that doesn't show the names, how many strikeouts. Like, they don't show the whole board. All right, we got 2 strikes. Let's go. Buffalo Times, get out of this, Carlos. Right, get out of this, man. Let's go. It's funny. Can the Yankees score? We've had 2 innings now where we had runners in scoring position and got nothing. It's so irritating, man. That's why I said I'm jealous. I'm jealous of the Mets in that area, man. The Mets score those runs. And our big hitters are up. We don't do anything. Nothing. It's really irritating, man. I saw it all season long. Many times I've seen the Yankees with the bases loaded and do nothing. Saw it a lot during the regular season, man. It's just really irritating. All right, flew out to Soto. Yankees out of the inning. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Buffalo, get out of there. Yep, got out of it, Buffalo. Got out of it. Yes. Angus, Wyoming is a trip to drive through, man. It's a beautiful, it is. Absolute beautiful state. And I believe there's still a state that pays you to move there. Like they provide your home and everything as long as you have a career that they can utilize for the state to draw more money. Like if I wanted to be a big, like a trucker in Wyoming, which I don't. It's a beautiful state, but I wouldn't want to live there. Beautiful state, man. I-80, taking the trip across I-80 is absolutely amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. But when in the wintertime, you just want to get through there. But yeah, absolutely love it, man. Sometimes I'd have to go up there from Colorado and I'd take I-25 out of Denver, 70, I-25 right up, boom, right in Cheyenne, right there. And there was a Love's truck stop right there. And the Petro is in Laramie, which really wasn't far anyway. Gunner, We usually guaranteed at least one massive blizzard every year where I live, Colin. Yep, I've been snowed in multiple times. Yeah, you've shown them too in the Discord. You've shown those times, Gunner. Manav, thanks way back. Yeah, Portugal sounds good, man. Manav travels a lot. Manav travels with his family a lot. He goes around. He gets around the world a little bit. Gunner, my parents were only kids when it happened, but the worst blizzard they experienced was a blizzard of 77. Well, guess what? I was a kid too, but I don't think that came all the way over. I was on Long Island then. I don't think it came all the way over there. I don't know. 77, I was 8. I don't remember that, man. Colin, I was always envious of American kids getting snow days off. Cool. Yeah, and sometimes they would predict these big snowstorms, Colin, like over the weekend, these big, massive snowstorms. They would cancel school on Monday. Just cancel it, get it out of the way, and then, like, it did nothing. We'd get a free snow day. So, yep, snow days off, man. They were fun. Angus, I've driven a lot between Lawrence, Kansas, and Salt Lake City, Utah. Beautiful, man. I did Cedar City. I stayed at a truck stop there a lot. I-15, man. Yeah, I was on up and down I-15 a lot. Vegas all the way down into Cali. Glaber. Come on, Glaber. We got the top of the batting order up, bottom of the third inning. Let's get some runs, guys. Come on. Support Rodon here. Let's get some runs. Buffalo, my dad was asking me if I was watching Chiefs Saints, and I said, hell no. Playoff baseball's got me glued right now. Football's secondary at the moment. Boom. Amen. That's why normally I would have done that game, but not now. The Yankees are on. Come on. And Buffalo, by the way, like Wednesday, Rangers, Penguins open up Wednesday, and the Yankees are on at the same time. So guess what? We're doing the Yankees Wednesday, not the Rangers. And I was like, dang, why do they have to be on at the same time? I was hoping for like Yankees first, like a back-to-back. But the Yankees are going to get it, man. It's a playoffs. You know, when baseball comes around in April, the Knicks and the Rangers are in the playoffs. I don't even look at baseball, man, until like almost May. Now when those two teams are in the playoffs, man, you know, you got a whole season. Bruins snow days were the best. Yeah, no doubt. Angus remembers the snow. Angus remembers the blizzard of 77. Drifts were high. Wow, Angus, yeah, you got me beating age, man, because I don't remember. Well, again, I was on Long Island. I don't know. If it hit us, I don't remember it. Buffalo, Glaber gets the walk. All right, well, let's go, Yankees. We got a man on first. Let's go. I always wanted to go to Wyoming since Allen was drafted to see where he was living at during college. By the way, he's got a concussion. I don't know why we're acting like he doesn't and hiding it. Does he have – is he going to be able to play Monday? Yeah, he'll be able to play Monday, right? How bad is it, Buffalo? That's the first I'm hearing of it. Come on, Soto. Strike one. But Soto works counts, man. He knows how to work counts. It doesn't even matter if it's 0-2. This guy can work counts. Juan Soto is a beast, man. They better re-sign him. All right, see, 1-1. Soto does not swing at dumb pitches, man. He doesn't swing at anything. He makes you pitch to him. He will not swing at bad pitches. He's a pure hitter, Juan Soto. Pure hitter. Manav, you're still working 2 days a week? Yeah, how is that working out for you? Tony, another cellar dweller accounted for, another Ozzy in the basement. Tony, what's up? You're at work, so on and off. Yeah, way back. They're not showing the game. They're not showing this Yankee game where you live. Or they're showing Monday Night Football, Kansas City, and or Tuesday morning football for you. Kansas City and New Orleans. This is the playoffs, man. Are they showing it over in your area? Well, after I bigged up Soto, he just struck out. Manav, I don't like that way back. It's okay. That was in two different spots there. I mean, I'm sorry it took me so long to read it. Gunner, for a place that gets a lot of snow, we rarely got snow days, surprisingly. Yeah, because they're prepared for it. Wyoming is like they can't afford all the sand, all the plows. They can't afford it. Wyoming can't afford it, so you're stuck. When I-80 is down, it's down. Here's Aaron Judge. Come on, Aaron. Would you get a hit, man? Come on. Come on, Judge. Come on, man. I'm pulling for you. One and one on Judge right now. 1-1. One and two on Judge. Gunnar, we need at least 2 feet of snow for our school to issue a snow day where I live. Yeah, we don't even get 2 feet of snow out here a lot, man. 2 feet of snow is a lot. We got close to it last year. I think we had one day where it was like January was like really bad. Angus, we don't need as much snow as we used to in Missouri. We don't get as much snow. We mostly get ice storms. Ice storms are bad. I'd rather have a snowstorm than an ice storm, man. Driving on black ice is no fun. Black ice is nasty. Ice storms are bad news all around. Judge, did he do it? Did he do it? No, he didn't. It went right to the wall. Warning track power. Warning track power. False alarm. False alarm. Warning track. Ice storm, I'd rather have a blizzard than an ice storm, man, because you drive around on those streets, man. That black ice is nasty. Nasty. And you don't even know it. It comes right up on you, man. Bruin, what's up, Tony Manabu? Yeah, probably not a bad idea way back. I'm going to go talk to my counselor to try and get a job in Vegas at a casino. Now you're talking, Manav. In the food service. Manav. Going to Vegas, man. Forget the 2-day-a-week job, man. We're going to Vegas. Wow, Manav, good for you. Let's go, Austin Wells. Come on. I'm starting to like Wells, man. This guy can hit. I'm starting to like him. He's grown on me. Buffalo, so he hit his head hard yesterday. Texans brought pressure late, and he went to the tent. One player later, he's back in, so apparently they gave him some smelling salts to wake him up. He was unconscious. Wells with a hit. All right, runner in scoring position again. Can we get him in? Bottom of the third inning. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm texting with my family, too. All right, here's Stanton, man, who's 0 for 5 in the series. Stanton and Judge, man, come on. Oh, let's go. Run. Torres is going to score. Glaber. Boom, 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 boom. One thing about Stanton, when he hits the ball, his exit velo it's the most in the league. His exit velo is the most in the league. This guy, the ball comes off his bat anywhere from 110 to 115 miles an hour. And these guys are only 60 to 90 feet away. 110 to 115 miles an hour off the bat? Come on. That skipped right off his glove, man. That can you imagine having a ball come at you that fast? That's one thing with Stanton, man. They come real quick. Here's Jazz. Let's go, Jazz. Come on. Way back, Jay Newcomb won Hawthorne's best and fairest. Nice after coming runners-up the last 2 years. Newcomb's a good player, man. I was really impressed with him, especially in the finals, man. I was very impressed with him. That Hawthorne team, watch out. But way back, I'm spoiled now. Okay, we got 1-1 now on Jazz. I'm spoiled now way back. I expect the Lions to be in the finals again next year. I've been watching footy for 2 years. My team's made it 2 years in a row. I'm spoiled now, except they lost one, won one. Come on, Jazz. Come on. First and second, 2 outs. Run, Jazz. Run. Grounded out. Buffalo, I'm totally fine with him missing 2 games for the sake of his health. I agree. Now we're talking health. I don't know why they are hell-bent on him being fine because he didn't seem fine yesterday. This is what happened with Tua last year, Buffalo. This is what happened with Tua last year. Remember, he got hurt on that Sunday, and he played on that Thursday, remember? 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago. You remember? He played the whole season last year. Remember that, though? That's where the Tua concussions really got bad. He played that Sunday, got hurt, and then they had him play on that Thursday, said he was fine. That Thursday, he got his bell rung again, and he was out. He was out for the rest of the year, and now he's out again. Yeah, you don't want to do that. They should not play around with Josh Allen, man. They should not play around with him. He gets banged around on Monday night. Like Gunnar said, the Jets' defense worries him. I told him, don't worry, the Jets' offense will do nothing. We're going to lose that game. We're going to get embarrassed because the Jets' defense will be on the field the whole game like they are every week. I have nothing bad to say about the Jets' defense. But saying the Jets' defense, Allen can't afford to get knocked around on Monday night, man. You can't play around with guys with these concussions, man. You just can't. Yeah, nobody wants oh, come on. Your backup in. I can't think of his name now. Goodness gracious, I can't think of his name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Starts with an M. It's right on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, you don't want him playing, but you need him to play. Gunnar, when my brother was in the Marines, he was at Camp Lejeune for most of it. When snowed down there, most people on the base didn't know what to do. He went drifting around base like it was nothing. Yeah, a lot of people in the South are even like in Texas or whatever, they get ice storms. They don't even have – they're independent in Texas. So they don't borrow electricity. They don't do any of that from other states. So you're screwed there in Texas. Like when they get snow like that, people they freak out. Stanton, Buffalo Stanton. He hits the ball that hard. Gunnar, yes. Yes, Gunnar. It's hilarious. When we first moved to Florida, it was like 55 degrees. I'm walking around, like in a short sleeve shirt. This is way back in the early 2000s. We moved down there. And there's people in 55 degrees in Florida, like with winter coats on and scullies and gloves. It's like, whoa, what is there? A blizzard coming? There's something going on I don't know about? They're like, dude, you're going to get sick. But after living there for a few years, 50 was cold. Buffalo, I just think the stream in the chat is the best bunch of dudes watching sports and telling stories. What's better? That's right, Buffalo. That's what the basement is all about. And that's when I started this channel. This is what I wanted it to be, Buffalo. It's like sitting at a bar. When I used to drink and go to bars, this is what I did with the guys around the bar. You watch the game, and it's ball one. And you BS with the guys, man. That's what this is about. That's why I said I don't have the biggest chat. We have the best chat because I don't act like I'm trying to get on Fox Sports or ESPN, or some guys don't even acknowledge their chats. And I'm not talking about the guys who are just running. You can't keep up with that. I understand that. But guys that have smaller chats like mine, they don't even acknowledge the people in there. They just 2-0, Salvador Perez up. Rodon has 41 pitches. He's in his windup. They don't even acknowledge the chat. Like, dude, if I want to watch that, I'll watch the game announcers. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, Perez, no. Rodon was on fire, man. Perez home run. But I appreciate the compliment, Buffalo. Thank you. Thanks, Buffalo. Much appreciated, man. That's what this is all about in here, man. And we bring it real. Bring it real in here on the sports, man. Bring it real. I'm ashamed to be a Jets fan. I've said it 100 times. I'm ashamed for buying it at a BS. I'm telling you, I'm getting a Charlie Brown shirt because that's what I am. I'm going to get a Charlie Brown shirt. That'll be my Jet jersey for the rest of the year. Buffalo, I just read that. Gunnar, he did it in old Chevy Square body. Nice. Salvador Perez has been playing baseball for like 100 years, it feels like. Hasn't he been on the Royals for 100 years? The guy is there forever. And he's still doing it. He's still bringing it. Dang, man. Rodon was on fire. Top of the fourth, 1-1. We'll get out of this, guys. We'll get out of this. Reagan's isn't looking very good right now either. Once. Pronounced KO. Thanks, way back. Pronounced KO. Got it. Buffalo, I'm personally terrified for Monday night for Josh's health. I think fully healthy, we would win the game, but I'm scared. Trubisky, thank you. I'm like, that was on the tip of my tongue. I'm like, play Mike. Oh, is Mike White even on the team anymore? I would play Mike White over Mitch Trubisky. I would play Mike White. I had the ultimate respect for Mike White after he was folded like a lawn chair by Matt Milano, and the guy came back out with broken ribs. That's old school football, man. He came out back in that Buffalo game with broken ribs and then went to 9 or 10 different doctors during the week trying to get cleared to play again with broken ribs. That is old school football right there. That's old school football, man. I gained a ton of respect for Mike White after that, man. And he's a decent backup. I mean, he's a decent quarterback. I'd play him over Trubisky if you guys still have him. I wouldn't be terrified, though, Buffalo. The New York Jets are a joke organization. They're a disgusting, lying sack of garbage organization. They lie to us fans. Once a decade, I buy into their BS, and I sit here as mortified as my parents were when I said I'm going to do better on my report card next time, and they believe me, and they'd fall for it. And, it was the same story. The Jets are a disgraceful, disgusting organization. They're a disgrace. I'm ashamed to be a fan of the team, but I'm loyal to my teams, and I'll stay it. But I'll tell you what, I'm Charlie Brown. I buy in every time. Lucy is the Jets organization. Represents the Jets organization, and we're the fans, Charlie Brown. Come on, fan, we're going to really do it. We're a quarterback away from winning the Super Bowl. We got Aaron Rodgers now. We're a quarterback away. So we run up ready to kick that ball. We were just kidding. We were just kidding. Suck it again. I've been a fan since 81. And I'm loyal to my teams forever. I'll never leave my teams, but I will make it known how ashamed I am to be a Jets fan. Shamed. Where am I going? Personally terrified, read that. Manav, I'm guessing the old bloodline is getting back together. Are they? I'm on and off with wrestling, guys. I get when the storylines get old and boring, then I fall off for a little while. Then I get back in it. So The Rock coming back was crazy. I didn't expect. Yeah, he's been in and out of wrestling, The Rock. He's been in and out a lot, but he's been showing his face a lot lately. I have seen that. 3-1. Struck him out. No, 3-2. Man on second, nobody out. Come on, Yankees. Come on, man. Top of the fourth. Angus, people in Florida dress like it's in Siberia in the morning and shed their clothes. And yeah, I know. It'll be 50 degrees in the morning. You would think there's a massive blizzard coming. Come on, Rodon. We need this out. Let's go. 3-2. He's got 54 pitches through 4 innings. How far are you from Yankee Stadium, JB? From where I am now, about an hour and a half. Train is the best way to get in there, JB. Way back, it's the best way to get in there. Get on the train, get off, get on the subways. You're right there. Struck him out, Rodon. Nice. Kids lose their coats like crazy in Florida. Oh, yeah, you're not joking. Where the Jets and Giants play, they play in the same stadium. About an hour from there. Rangers are near the Bronx. Everything's within the most 2 hours way back. The most. Colin, I'm from Melbourne, but lived in tropical North Queensland for a couple of years. It was the same there with people thinking it was cold when it really wasn't. I know, it's crazy, man. It's funny. We go down south here, man. You would think it's freaking snowstorm coming. I'm getting for anybody that's interested, I'm going to get the scores up for the Chiefs and the Saints. I do think that the Chiefs and the Saints are going to – I think the Chiefs are going to win that. It's 1-1 right now. Tommy Pham is up. There's one out, man on second. Buffalo Times. I'm actually happy for Salvi. He's been tarnishing for 9 years. I know. And now finally back in the playoffs. But dang, Yankees got to respond. They do have to respond, Buffalo. But it does feel like he's been in there for a long time. OG of OGs, Mr. Marine in the basement. What's up, Mr. Marine? Warriors, how's everyone doing on this Monday night? I mean, Rodon pitching great, but we had 3 innings in a row. Well, the first 2 innings, we have runners in scoring position. Don't get him home, Mr. Marine. But Stanton hitting 110 plus off his bat. Shortstop couldn't handle it. Got to run in. And then Rodon gave up the home run. You watching it? Rodon's been pitching lights out, man. He gave through one bad pitch, and Perez made him pay for it, man. Everybody's saying, what's up to Bruin? Bruin, yes, we did. And Bruin came in with the Lloyd Lindsay Young. Hello, basement crew. Colin, you're late, Mr. Marine. Uh-oh. Mr. Marine, you're getting called out for being late. Tommy Pham, come on. We got 2 strikes on Pham. Let's go. Angus, the St. Louis Cardinals have turned into a Charlie Brown organization. Oh, the baseball team. Yeah, they have. Same thing. Buy in, guys. Buy in. I'm ashamed to be a Jets fan. I'm ashamed because I'm ashamed of myself for buying into that crap. And I was one of the ones talking, man, watch out. Oh, no, Pham got a hit. Come on, it's going to score a run. Tommy Pham comes through. He's played for like 9 Tommy Pham has played for 3 teams this year. I think he went from the Mets. To the Phillies and then to the Royals. He's been around the league this year, and he's been around the league in general. He was on the Diamondbacks last year. I mean, the guy's been around. But the Yankees should take note of what you do when you have runners in scoring position. You get hits and get them home. Even with – hold on. What happened there? All right, so you got Hunter Renfroe up. We got 1 out. You got a man on first, and Tommy Pham is pretty fast. So, Mr. Marine Cullen, you went AWOL for an hour. That's good. Mr. Marine, everybody's saying what's up. What's up? Everybody's saying what's up. Chiefs are up 7-0 over the Saints already. Thanks, Manad, for the update. I was just way back. How many people does Yankee Stadium hold? They hold close to 50,000. So it's not like footy where you get over 100,000 in there. The Yankees hold about 45 to 50,000 people, somewhere in there. So I know with footy matches, you can get over 100,000 people at these games, man. Can you imagine that, guys? 100,000 at footy games. Not every one of them, but the big ones get them. Why am I ashamed? I'll tell you why way back. Because the Jets, for years, have sell you this package of goods. We're just a quarterback away, which is Aaron Rodgers. And we're going to do all these great things. It's going to be magic. Usually the organization is it's traditionally one of the worst organizations in the NFL, in football. The Jets, the Lions, the Browns. These are your traditional, and even the Arizona Cardinals, although they did make a Super Bowl. They're traditionally your bad teams. You're overall just bad teams, right? Traditionally. Once a decade, the Jets come around, and they'll have a freaking pretty good squad on paper. Now, the Jets have always had great defenses way back. I'm going to break this down real fast for you, but it's pretty easy to understand. They've always had great defenses, but their defense is on the field the whole time because our offense, which is supposed to be great, turns out to be not so great. We've never been able to get a quarterback. We draft quarterbacks. They're all trash. You and I could go out there and not do any worse than the quarterbacks that the Jets have drafted over the years. These guys have no clue. They get the worst coaching staffs. When they do get great players, the coaching staff is terrible. Now we have Aaron Rodgers there who just threw 3 interceptions yet on Sunday. He's never done that before. 3 interceptions in the first half. I think he's never done that part before. But Jets quarterbacks do that, so he's got that down. So I'm ashamed way back because I bought into this nonsense that the Jets watch out, and I talked it too. And that's the problem. 2 outs now, man on second still. And my father, I grew up in a New York Giants household way back, and my father always told me, and this is true, and I've said it in here before, the Giants have 4 Super Bowl titles. 4. The Jets, he always says the Jets, they get a good team here and there. They talk a lot of smack, but it's like a younger brother that wants to be like the bigger brother, but he can't be. Talks a lot of smack, and then when push comes to shove, they get knocked out. And that's the way it's been for my 43, 44 years of existence with this team. And I said, oh, man, watch out, Buffalo Bills, because the Jets, it's going to be a 2-horse race. And here we are, 2-3, and we look like a joke. We look like a joke. Not our defense. Our offense looks like an absolute disgrace with a Hall of Fame quarterback. This is what our team looked like with bad quarterbacks, with multiple quarterbacks. That's why I'm ashamed, because I talked it, and here I am again. I should have known better. I should have known better from experience. Once a decade, we get a good team way back. Once a decade. But we can't develop anybody, so there you go. I could go on and on, but I won't. I'll spare everybody. You'll see what I mean Monday night when they get embarrassed on national TV again against Buffalo. Monday night, we're going to get destroyed. So we got 2-2 right now, 2 outs, man on second, Rodon working. He's got 70 pitches already through 4 innings, man. Full count. Come on. So I hope I broke that down for you a little way back. But I'll never drop them way back. I'll never drop them as my team. I'll never drop them. I'm loyal to my teams. I don't believe in team hopping and hopping on a different wagon. No, that's not me. I stay loyal to my team, but I will rip my teams. I'll rip them. Oh, another run scoring. The Yankees should take note of what it's like to get hits with runners in scoring position. They should take note of this because the Royals keep getting runs in. It's unbelievable, man. So I'll always be loyal to my teams. Yep, here we are, guys. So I'm not talking any more hype trash about the Jets anymore this season. I'm just going to watch the games. Rodon, it started so good for Rodon. So good for him, and now they're pulling him for the bullpen. Now we're going to the bullpen, guys. Texas, another cellar dweller accounted for. Texas in the basement. What's going on, Texas? Where'd you go? I hit scroll a little bit, and boom. Angus, Tommy Pham played with the Cardinals, I think, last year. He's been around. I meant to look that up. Tommy Pham. I think he's been on 3 teams this season, though, Angus. Like this season. The guy is a good player, man. He has. You ready for this? Tommy Pham played for the Cardinals 2014 to 2018. The Rays, 18 to 19, the Padres 20 to 21, the Reds in 22, the Red Sox in 22, the Mets in 23, the Diamondbacks in 23. This year, White Sox, Cardinals, and now the Royals. Man, he must have been like jumping for joy to get off that White Sox team who set the record, didn't they? Didn't they set the record for worst record of all time? I think they did. The White Sox. The White Sox finished the season as the 41 and 121. They had the most losses of all time. 121. They finished 51 and a half games out of first place. They finished, put it this way, the White Sox were in 5th place. The Minnesota Twins were in 4th place. Okay? Wrap your head around this. They were 41 games behind the 4th place team just in front of them. The Minnesota Twins were in front, they were in front of them in the stands, and they were behind them by 41 games. Wow. That's bad. That is bad. So Tommy Pham was probably really happy to get off that team. Mr. Marine, New York City was crazy today. People losing their mind in the city now. People losing their mind everywhere, right? Well, bullpen comes in and gives up an immediate hit. Got a guy in a rundown, got him, 3 outs. But the Royals picked up another run. That's another hit. So they got 3 runs with runners in scoring position. Got 3 hits and 3 runs with runners in scoring position, meaning there was a guy on second base. That's scoring position. The Yankees should take note of how to do that. So we're losing 4-1 right now. Bruin Pham is on the Royals now. Yeah, those are the 3 teams, the White Sox, the Cardinals, and the Royals. That's like hitting a lotto to get off the White Sox. That way you could say, man, I was only on there for a second. He'll make a good politician. I just read off all the teams Tom has been on. You would think the guy is bad. He's not a bad player. He's a guy like he just got a key hit. He's fast. I guess he just doesn't have it. I don't know why he moves around so much. I remember him being on the Mets last year. He wasn't even bad for them. I don't know why he moves around so much. What is it now? When is it not crazy here? Right. New York has always been crazy. Way back would like Gastineau and Klecko. Oh, yeah. Now you're talking real jet, like Gastineau, Klecko, Abdul Salam, and Marty Lyons, Lance Mel, Kirk Springs, Darrell Ray. That defense of the Jets back in the 80s was monstrous, man. Lester Lyles at safety. Great defense. Great defense. Our offense was pretty good. Ken O'Brien gets a bad rap because people say, well, they should have taken Dan Marino. Well, duh, they should have taken Dan Marino, but that's the Jets. We do things like that. But Ken O'Brien was not bad. Ken O'Brien was a really good quarterback. It's not like he was like Glenn Foley. Remember Glenn Foley? We're at commercial right now, guys. 4-1 Royals going into the bottom of the 4th inning. Glenn Foley, remember him? He was a clown. Glenn Foley was actually the starter. He started the 98 season before Vinny Testaverde started. I remember when the Jets got Testaverde, they said, here comes Intercept the Verde. Intercept the Verde. What a name. I'll never forget it. They were clowning on the Jets for taking Testaverde, and they called him Intercept the Verde. And it has a nice ring to it. Intercept the Verde. It really had a nice ring to it. I thought it was hilarious. But he proved to be great for the Jets in 98. JB, when the Knicks and Rangers start, are you going to change profile to one of them or keep the Lions as it? I'm probably going to change my profile eventually, but I'm so proud of the Lions winning right now. I change it with the seasons, man. I change it with the seasons. But you won't see the Jets on there anymore, Mr. Marine. The Jets won't be on my on there anymore. It'll be the Rangers and the Knicks. I'll go back and forth. I'll try to find a good split Ranger-Knick one because they're both going to be great this year. But the Jets, you won't see the Jets on as my profile pick anymore. And the Rangers start Wednesday night, Mr. Marine. They start Wednesday night, same time as the Yankees, but it's the playoffs. We're going to do the Yankees. Volpe's up right now. Come on, Volpe. Let's go. Get a magical out-of-nowhere home run. Angus, the rest of my family likes violins and opera when I like rock and roll and sports. Wow. That is quite a difference, is it not? Quite a difference. Way back, being a passionate supporter is a tough gig, mate. Yep. Is Rodgers the answer? I thought he was an old man. I'm hoping that Rodgers is like, well, he's been getting sacked a lot, man, but he had a bad game on Sunday. He threw 3 interceptions, which is so unlike him. 3-1 to Volpe now. Come on, kid. Work a walk. Volpe's not very good at hitting, but when he gets on base, man, watch out. He can steal. He's very fast. It is a tough gig. Listen, let me tell you something way back. Hold on. Oh, that was a strike, and they called it ball 4. We got lucky there. That was a strike. That was a gift. The umpire called that a ball. Wow, that was a strike in the lower corner, and the umpire called it a ball. Thanks, we'll take it. Here's Verdugo. Come on, Verdugo. Get it. Do something different. Get like a home run, a 2-run homer. Rogers is like, this is the most I can say, man. He's a perfectionist. He has a humongous ego, and you would think that after having a game he had yesterday, which we could have won. We didn't get blown out. We lost 23-17. We could have won. Could have won that game. He admits it. He doesn't shy away from it. That was out of character for him, and it's true. He doesn't throw 3 interceptions in games. He usually throws like 5 in a year, 5 in a season. He doesn't do that. So you would think he'd be coming back Monday night angry and ready to win and ready to beat Buffalo. Do I believe any of that? No, they're not going to beat Buffalo. I believe nothing anymore when it comes to that team. Nothing. 0. But do I believe he's going to try to do better? Of course. Verdugo looks like maybe a double play. Nope. They got Volpe out at second, but Verdugo made it the first. That was a slow roller. Snazzy, anyone remember the football game when Bill Belichick's son was sticking his tongue out? Yes. Like, what is that? Bill Belichick's son, that's the only reason he has a job. It's the only reason he has a job. But he did match up for Belichick, right? Because Belichick's coaching staffs outside of Josh McDaniels were like usually jokes. They would go on to coach other places. They did horrendous. Wow, now they called that a strike? Maybe the umpire made up for the strike that really was a strike that he called a ball, because that was a ball. He just called it a strike. So maybe he made up for it. I don't know. Reagan's has 78 pitches. Cullen, I prefer the Lions clash away top. Yep, you like that one. That's the first one I got. It's nice. I actually have the other one. I think I have the other one right in here. Yeah, look at that. I just didn't have another hanger, but I have the other one right inside that one. Texas, Jets should play baseball and Yankees football. Amen. Amen. Bruin profile pick change. Bruin changes his profile pick more than anybody. He changes it more than anybody. But good stuff, Bruin. Good stuff. You can be on the Jets bandwagon, but don't do the logo. I'm never doing a Jets logo on my page again. Disgraceful organization, the Jets. What a joke. What a joke. I'm ashamed that I even talked crap about them. I should have known better. O'Brien, yeah, Texas O'Brien was good. Ken O'Brien was good, and it's like, I think he just gets the bad rap because of Marino. And when Dolphin fans make fun of him. Oh, hold on, birdie. Oh, he hit that solid and just went right to somebody. I find it kind of funny when Dolphin fans make fun of the Jets. Like, hey, man, you guys passed up on Dan Marino. It's like, okay, and you guys had him, and what did you do with him? You guys actually had Dan Marino and got as many rings as Ken O'Brien got. 0. Can you imagine Dan Marino, Texas? Imagine Dan Marino on that Jets team with Wesley Walker, Al Toon, Freeman McNeil as your running back. That's what killed Dan Marino in Miami. He never had a running back. Come on, Glaber, let's go, man. Can we get a 2-run homer or something going here? Can we get something going? Yeah, great pick, though, bro. We like that one. Foley and Ray Lucas. Texas, I'll tell you what, Ray Lucas, though, did save that season. Remember, we were 0-6 when we had Rick Meyer and Tom Tupa, the punter. Tom Tupa, the old Cardinals quarterback, was our punter. We had to stick him in a game when Testaverde got hurt because Rick Meyer, the backup, wasn't prepared to play. So Tom Tupa's like, hey, you used to be a quarterback. How about get in there and throw a few passes? And he did throw a touchdown pass to Keyshawn, if you guys remember. Tom Tupa. Angus, you should remember Tom Tupa. He was a Cardinals quarterback back in the early days, around the Neil Lomax days. Oh, no, he was after Neil Lomax. But you know what I'm talking about, Angus. You're a St. Louis fan. You should know that. Foley and Lou. Oh, my gosh. I could go on and on, Texas. Brooks Bollinger. Remember that clown? All right, Tony. Thanks for always supporting, man. John, remember that Bathurst is on this weekend. I'm trying to see if I can get it in over here. I'd love to watch it. Rogers Jets equals Namath Cardinals. You mean Namath Rams? Namath went to the Rams, Texas. You're right, though. It's a good call, though. Oh, Yankees did nothing. Yeah, Rogers to the Jets is like Joe Namath on the Rams. He went to the Rams. Remember, like Marty Brodeur on the St. Louis Blues. Nobody remembers that, right? Marty Brodeur on the St. Louis Blues. These are like forgettable times for these guys. But you won't hear me talking big stuff about the Jets anymore. I'll always be loyal to them, but you guys are asking. I'm letting you know right now the Jets are a disgraceful organization, and I expect nothing out of them. I'm done bigging up the Jets. I'm done. I've learned my lesson. I should have learned it a long time ago, but I'm done. They're not going to win. Buffalo's going to embarrass them on Monday night. And then we got to play Pittsburgh the following Sunday night, and we're going to get embarrassed on that one too. The Jets are a joke. Absolute disgrace. So thank goodness that the Knicks and the Rangers are coming back. Thank goodness. You forget about the Jets. The dumpster fire team. Bruin, I'm going to change to the Giants. Yeah, Bruin, you should go right back to your Giants, man. You hopped on the Jet bandwagon. I warned you. Texas, those Jets would have won. Oh, my gosh, with Marino. And they had the sack exchange. They had the defense. That's an area where we would have gotten a couple, man. Come on. Free McNeil was a great running back. A lot of people don't remember him. Free McNeil was a monster running back for that Jets team. And we had Johnny Hector was the backup, Texas. Johnny Hector was a great running back. We utilized him too. Bruce Harper was like Dave Meggett was for the Giants. Bruce Harper was the original Dave Meggett. Boy, we're talking some old school stuff right now. Tony, I'll be back after lunch. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate the support, man. Always appreciate you being at work and turning on the basement anyway. Manav, Whitney Houston's mother died today. Wow, did she really? I didn't know that. Whitney Houston's mother died today? Wow, Manav, I did not know that, man. Wow, thanks for the information, Manav. Wow. Texas, yeah, that's right. Tom Tupa came in that game when Vinny tore his Achilles in the year that we were supposed to win the whole thing. Remember? That was another time we were supposed to win the whole thing. Way back. Question, does the ref call balls and strikes? Does the ball have to be in the box? Yes. Do they have a TV ref upstairs to check? They don't review balls and strikes way back. They don't review balls and strikes. The umpire standing behind the catcher, he calls the balls and strikes. And generally, it's a lot of how – that's why we call framing by the catcher. That ball has to be on the corners of the box or in the box way back. The catcher, if you have a great catcher way back – hold on. Is that going to be foul? Go. That's foul. If you have a great catcher, they can usually frame what's called framing a pitch. They move their bat like that. Pitch is low. They don't move their arm a lot, and sometimes the umpire has to judge it off the arm movement of the catcher. If you do a lot of that or try to pull it back in, usually they won't call it a strike. So it's tricky, but yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, Thurman Munson, man, plane crash 45 years ago. Insane. Yep. And who was the guy that the Yankees had for a minute from the Philly? Was it Corey Lytle? Corey Lytle, I think, died in a plane crash. He was a pitcher for the Yankees. Speaking of punters, Nebraska punter 2 blocked and player of the game. Wow, really? I don't know anything about college football, Texas. I generally don't watch it, so I didn't know that. But that sounds amazing. How about the Giants blocking a punt yesterday for a touchdown? Not a punt, a field goal attempt for a touchdown. How about that? All right, so Bobby Witt is up right now. He's 0-2 on him. He's fouling off a lot. Bobby Witt Jr. is a great batter, man. What a great batter he is. What was that? Ian Hamilton, come on, man. He just came off an injury. Texas, that's right. Maynard was Cardinals and Maynard, right. Maynard went there. Yep. Joe Namath went from the Jets right to the Rams, and he was done when he went to the Rams, man. That was a waste of time for them. Let me catch up on some of these guys. August 2nd, 1979, Bruin. I didn't even know the date. I didn't even know the date, so Mr. Marine dropped that on there. Way back, didn't you play softball at school? No, I didn't, Tony. It was always footy and cricket. There you go. It's quiet, JB. Not much in JB tonight. Where is everyone? Gunner was in here earlier. I think Gunner has to work. I don't know where Trouba Train is, man. I haven't seen him in a long time. I haven't seen Trouba in a while. He dropped in for a minute a few weeks ago, but I haven't seen him much of Trouba at all. Victor, I haven't seen. Victor, I don't even think was in the stream yesterday. Was he in the stream yesterday? No, I don't think I've seen Victor. But it's Monday Night Football tonight too, Mr. Marine. So maybe the people that don't care about Yankees and Royals might be watching Monday Night Football. So anyway, it's 4-1, top of the fifth inning. Rodon started out like guns a-blazing, man. He was striking everybody out. He was pumped up, fired up. Perez hit a home run off him. It was still only 1-1. You know, a bad pitch happens. You pay for it occasionally. But then the hits started coming. And the Yankees did their usual. First inning, runners in scoring position, don't get anybody home. Second inning, runners in scoring position, don't get anybody home. Third inning, we got somebody home because Stanton hit a laser to the shortstop. And we got the runner in. Way back, by the way, when we say runners in scoring position, when a runner is on second base, you're considered second and third base, you're considered in scoring position. Reason why? If a guy gets a single and you have a fast guy on second, if that ball goes to the outfield, a fast runner from second can generally score from there. That's a foul ball. That was hit a long way. That was a foul ball. So that a guy on first base is not in scoring position. You get him to second or third, that's scoring position way back. Angus, if baseball goes through with a robot ump, goodbye to that robot ump better not come to baseball. I already hate the ghost runner. I hate the ghost runner in extra innings. I've said that on here a million times. I'm fine with the pitch clock. I like jury was out when they first brought the pitch clock in. I'm really fine with the pitch clock. I get it. They want the casual fan watching the game. They don't want the pitcher dancing around the mound in between pitches forever. I get all that. I don't have a problem with the pitch clock. The only problem I have is these pitchers get to 100 pitches like a couple innings earlier than normal. That I don't like. But so you go into your bullpen a lot more. But overall, I like it. The reason for the ghost runner in extra innings was to speed the game up. Well, now the pitch clock has done that. So you can get rid of the ghost runner now. I want that ghost runner gone. I hate it. I hate it. They don't do it in the playoffs, thankfully. Not yet, anyway. They don't do it. Always footy and cricket way back. Oh, in school. Corey Lytle was flying his plane over Manhattan. His plane crashed. I remember that, man. The Yankees had gotten Corey Lytle and Sal Fasano. Remember Sal Fasano? All right, Ian struck him out. Yankees coming to bat, bottom of the fifth inning. Texas, Victor's mom. Oh, that's right, Texas. Good call. Remember, Victor's mom just passed away. That's right. Good call, Texas. Good call. You're right. You're right. That's probably exactly where Victor is. You're right. Good call on that, Texas. Yeah, it was his mom. It was. You're right. It was his mom. Yep. He's probably doing funeral stuff this week. Yep. Okay, man. Keep Victor in your minds with his mom. That's right. Good call. Cullen, I didn't even know there was a stream yesterday. Got no notification of it. Yeah, some people have said that, Cullen. There are some people that are saying they haven't gotten notifications of the streams. And other people say they always get them. I don't know. It's weird. JB, hope Trouba Train is all right. It's kind of weird that he doesn't stop in to say hi. He did a few weeks ago, Mr. Marine, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, Trouba's a big Yankee fan, and he's a big Ranger fan. Like, when the hockey comes back, when we're doing hockey normally in here and basketball. Big Bear, I don't expect to see him until the Rangers play. Daniel dropped in once. He's a Lightning fan, but he does like to come in and talk about hockey. Those are guys I don't expect to see until, hockey season starts. And but Trouba, I don't know. And Mikhailov fell off the map. We haven't seen him in forever. Caleb, welcome in, my man. Welcome in. Subscribe, bell knows like button. Caleb, what is up with Johnny? With Judge. What's up with him? Caleb, I'm this close to calling Judge the new A-Rod, and I don't want to do that. I'm a Judge fan. I don't want to do that. A-Rod and Aaron Judge have historical regular seasons. He has a 206 batting average in the playoffs, man. Judge, 206 is his career batting average. He averages 35% of the time he strikes out in the playoffs. What has he had? 6 at-bats? He struck out 4 times. I'm including last game in this one. Caleb, I agree, man. I agree. I don't know what's going on with him. I'm praying for him. I like Aaron Judge. He's a stand-up guy, classy guy, great leader, great captain. He's got to come through, man. He's got to start coming through. I agree, Caleb. From Hamilton. Nice. Welcome in, Caleb. Much appreciated, man. Everybody else in here is a regular cellar dweller, man. Everybody else in here, man. So welcome in, Caleb. Show up a few times, man. Join the club, man. We just stay out here and BS about sports, BS about the game that's on. I do everything. Hockey, baseball, football, basketball. I do it all. And we end up talking about a lot. We talk crap, and we rip on our own. And they don't always get the notification either. The one I do with my daughter. We don't always get the notification on that one. And sometimes we do. I don't get it. It's really strange. I don't get it. Gunner says he gets it every time. Soto's up. Strike one on Soto, but that's all right. Soto's like, we need somebody to get this freaking team going. If the Yankees don't make the World Series this year with Baltimore and Houston gone, if they don't at least make the World Series, Aaron Boone, see ya. Brian Cashman, see ya. You got to get rid of these guys, man. It's enough. Enough's enough already. People say, "Oh, Aaron Boone defenders. Oh man, Johnny, look at all the wins he has as a manager in the regular season." Who cares? It's the Yankees, man. You should be winning 95 to 100 games a year. You should be doing that. It's the playoffs where he gets. I brought it up before. Dusty Baker 2 years ago. Dusty Baker, right? Manager of the Houston Astros. The guy's been around baseball for 50, 60, 70 years? I'm not kidding you. Like over 55-something years, let's just say, give or take. He managed circles around Aaron Boone. It was like taking candy from a baby, man. Like Dusty Baker showed how bad a manager Aaron Boone is. The experience level of Dusty Baker versus Aaron Boone was on display the entire time we got swept in that series. Soto's it's 2-2 on Soto now. Bottom of the 5th, nobody on, nobody out. 4-1 Kansas City still. Oh, Texas, Cullen, click off the ball and the bell and re-click. That is not a strike. Come on, man. That was a high pitch. That wasn't a strike. Well, Soto struck out twice now. Here's Judge. Come on, Aaron. I never get notification. Yeah, try that. Maybe it'll work. Try that Schnauzer. Where did that come from way back? That's like way. I'll try that as well. Schnauzer. That's not even close to Texas way back. What was that? It's all right. Wayback's trying to learn baseball. He's got a lot going on. A lot of brain cells are working. It's 1-1 on Aaron Judge right now. Come on, Judge. Schnazzy, me too. Sometimes I get then nothing. Well, there you go. Everybody try what Texas said. Click off and then click back on. 1-1 on Judge, 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 on Judge. GB, another cellar dweller, another Aussie representing the basement. G'day, Johnny Rock and the Peanuts crew. That's right, Charlie Brown right here. See that Jets thing in the background? I'm Charlie Brown right here. I got to get that shirt. That'll be my Jet jersey for the rest of the year. Good day to all the OGs. Morning to all the skippies. Got to get ready for work, so thumbs up to the dungeon. Thank you, GB. GB has the greatest opening lines in the basement. And everybody knows it. He has the greatest opening lines. We love it. Very creative, GB. Love it. JB, buffering a little. Are we buffering? Is everybody buffering? Caleb, what's up, Caleb? Where did Caleb go? Did he leave us? Oh, there he is. Texas, great. It's a great channel, Caleb. Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, we just hang out in here, Caleb. That's it. And I acknowledge everybody in here. I'm not trying out for a sports channel, which I think some YouTubers are. And if they are, hey, God bless you, man. That's what you're trying for. I don't act like that on here. I don't know everything. I know a lot. We all know a lot in here, but I don't know everything. We're just talking sports and kicking it. Aaron Judge, full count. Let's go. Come on, man. Come on, Judge. Got the walk. Let's go. Got the walk. Now we got Wells coming up. Wells has grown on me a lot. I like Austin Wells, man. This guy's a gamer. Manav wishing GB a good day at work. Manav is our cricket ambassador also. Caleb, we need someone to have their Joe Danaher versus Giants moment. Yes. Bingo. Bingo, man. I know who are they going to replace Danaher with, man? Man, only 30 years old. And Joe Danaher, I've been into the footy 2 years, man. He was a great player, man. But that's my favorite, aggressive guy on the Lions there, Caleb, right there, Charlie Cameron. And I know that people like him and people hate him. He's an aggressive dude, man. Loman the showman. I like Loman, Ashcroft. They got a lot of great young players, the Lions. They could really make a run for a while. Get out. And big shout out to Oscar. Oscar, man, he separated his shoulder, came back in that game, showed up for his team. I always respect that. Angus, we rip on our own teams because we are honest. Amen. I'm not delusional Jet fan. I'm not. I got excited, and I had a right to get excited. How could you not get excited again? Aaron Rodgers on a team that won 7 games with quarterbacks in name only. How about that? Get him. Go, 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 go. That's 1 out. No, come on. You got to run. Come on, Wells. Man, we bounced into a double play. So much for that. Caleb, been watching for a while. Found the channel through the AFL vids. Yes. There you go, man. I'm sold on footy. When people are passionate about their sports, I give their sports a chance. At least I'll watch and see what's the big deal. Why is everybody so passionate about this sport I've never watched before? I'm passionate about all my teams, the Knicks, the Rangers, the Yankees, and the Jets. I'm passionate about all of them. So if someone's passionate about their sport, I want to know why. So I want to check it out. I fell in love with footy, man. And now I actually know what's going on for the most part. Now I'm getting into soccer. Sorry, Cullen. I know you don't like soccer, but I'm getting into that, man. I've watched some pretty good games. They were better than I thought it was going to be. And I got to tell you, man, it's pretty exciting. Angus, I get delayed notifications. I would just tell people, listen, if the Yankees are on or the Rangers and Knicks, Jets, just check in. Sometimes I get started late, but just keep checking in. I do mostly all the games, but once in a while I don't. Once in a while I can't. I got other things to do. But for most of the year, I'm on. I'd say I'm on for 95% of the games. For the Knicks, the Rangers, I should be on for almost every game once the baseball playoffs are over. So, way back. I got to fly, guys. Good to chat. All right, way back. Take it easy, man. Thanks for the support as always. So, yeah, Caleb, you'll see there's a lot of Aussies in here, man. Way back, GB, Tony, Anthony. It's his name's Anthony on there, but Tony. Cullen. We got other guys that aren't in here right now, like Bon and Dave. Angus, I often lose the chat and have to sign off and on again. Really? I don't know why that is. We had Mikhailov. He was an Aussie too. I don't know what happened to him. He was the first Aussie I ever had. Mikhailov was like an OG. He was like the first Aussie I ever had. Mr. Marine, JB, this is like high school, just chilling, hanging out, sports, music. Right. We even talk about the music in here. Oh, we talk about music in here too, Caleb. We love talking music in here. Even Gunner. I'm waiting for it, Mr. Marine. I just leave that in your area. Caleb, Collingwood, not everyone's favorite. Haha. I found out Collingwood is not a popular team, but I found out recently that Port Adelaide actually has the worst fans. That's what I'm told. Cullen, 30 is too young to retire. Amen. Amen. That's why I was surprised, but apparently everybody's telling me that Danaher wasn't really big into the spotlight. That's a good way of putting it. Wasn't big into the spotlight. So he didn't really care about that stuff. All right, let's go. All right, Jake Cousins is now. Jake Cousins has been a find, man. He's 2-1 this year, but relief pitchers, not really so much about the record. It's the ERA. 2.37 ERA on the year. This guy, opponent's batting average is 154. 154. Cousins has been money. He has a nasty slider, man. And for the guys in here that don't watch baseball, an ERA is earned run average, ERA. So he averages giving up maybe 2 runs a game, maybe. But his opponent's average, oh, come on, Jazz, get him out. Long throw from third. Nah, I couldn't get him, man. Too long a throw, and Birdie couldn't pull it up. 30 is too young to retire. Amen. Caleb, what part of the world? He's Australia, right? Angus, you are more inside full than many broadcasters. I have often turned down the TV commentary. Wow, thanks, Angus. Thanks for the compliment, man. I just talk it, man. That's what we do. I grew up. That was a great try by Jazz. He was deep in the hole at third, man. Deep in the hole. That would have been a hard to get out anyway. So Birdie's not an experienced first baseman, but even Anthony Rizzo, if he was playing, I don't even think he would have gotten that. He was pulled off the bag too far. But I mean, Angus, when I grew up, you didn't dare go to the bus stop without knowing the stats in the morning of your team and what happened the night before. You had to open the newspaper back then. There was no internet. And I went right to the stats, and we found out, read articles, went to the stats, and you went to that bus stop to talk crap. We debated at the bus stop all the time, waiting for school. I'm talking, this is like in 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. My father was a sports fanatic, so either you watched what he watched or you did something else. But then when he came home, man, you watched sports. That was the way it was. But at the bus stop, yeah, you didn't go there and not knew what happened the night before. So if you had to go to bed early, you woke up and you read about it in the paper, and you went to the bus stop with that and you debated. That's what we did. Caleb, there's another Ashcroft coming to the Lions next year. I heard Levi's his name. Apparently he's supposed to be better than Will. He's better than Will, then watch out, man. Watch out. I like that father-son thing. Like, you have to go to – you get the honor of going to the team. Like Danaher, didn't his family play for the Bombers? Oh, Cullen, wow. Angus, are you seeing that? Stream soccer wearing a skirt. Wow, Cullen showing his colors on the soccer. I remember Cullen said soccer is for kids and women driving Kia minivans. Wow, Angus, where are you on that one? Angus, where are you on that comment by Cullen? Angus is a soccer enthusiast, man. I'm only 4 games in. Angus is a soccer enthusiast, man. Angus, how do you feel about Cullen's comment there? He wants me to stream a soccer game wearing a skirt. Texas, 500, 1,900 cards, got it. What? Why did that one go right over my head? I knew what you meant when you said inside full. I knew what you meant, insightful. I wasn't going to call you out on that, Angus, but thanks for breaking that down anyway. All right, Tommy Pham is up. Look at this. First and second, nobody out. It's after I bigged up Cousins. Come on. Snazzy, the Beatles and Pink Floyd are my favorite bands. Wow, Pink Floyd. That tells a lot about what you were doing in your youth. I always said I don't think I did the right kind of drugs to listen to Pink Floyd. Even though I liked them, I said I just didn't think I did the right kind of drugs to actually understand them. How about that? I don't have anything bad to say about Pink Floyd, Snazzy. The people I knew that listened to them back in the 80s, I mean, those songs like Comfortably Numb and those kind of songs is like takes you on a journey. I was never into drugs, man. I was just a big drinker and I smoked weed occasionally, but like who cares about weed? Weed wasn't a drug to me. And I only did that if it was around. Like drinking was my thing. I loved Jack Daniels. Like I was a big drinker. I was an alcoholic. I've told you guys that. Like not an alcoholic, haha, I'm an alcoholic, haha. No, I was like a real alcoholic. Like I had to go to meetings and things like that. And I haven't had a drink in a long time thanks to Rock. The Rock in the basement, my honey. Tell you, family's huge in that area. So, no, when I say I was an alcoholic, I was an alcoholic. So, Manav, love the Beatles. 2, Snazzy. The Beatles are, I mean, come on, that's legendary. That's a whole different talk show. Love the Beatles. I like Pink Floyd. There's not one, I'll put you this way, Snazzy. You ever have that group or that singer, like, you don't hate any of their songs, you don't love, you like a lot of their songs, but you never ran out the back when you bought CDs or bought, cassettes. That's what I always said. I never ran to buy Pink Floyd stuff, but I never disliked anything they did, if that makes sense. But the Beatles, a whole different story. The Beatles are awesome. They're legendary. Legendary. Manav, going to eat my dinner now, Johnny. Good night, Johnny and the other dwellers. Yankees are choking tonight. Thank you for the update, Manav. And you are 100% correct, Manav. They are definitely looking bad. And Rodon started out so great, man. What a great start to the night. But you're right, Manav. You have a great night, buddy. And if you're going to Portugal on Friday, I'll be back on Wednesday for the next Yankee game. And maybe we'll talk about the Rangers a little bit open night. But the playoffs are more important. There's nothing on. I know the Mets are on tomorrow, but I won't be able to do that. I want to do that game, but I won't be able to do the Mets tomorrow. But I'll definitely be doing the Yankees on Wednesday. I wish the Yankees were an early game so we could do Yankees to Rangers. But whatever. Tony, Caleb, join Johnny's Discord. He'll drop it in the link. That's right. We should get you in there too, man. Will do. Yes, we'll drop that in there for you, buddy. I'll get it in 1 second for you, Caleb. If I forget, remind me. Tony, maybe Manav, India will be here in November. Oh, yeah, you guys are talking cricket. Angus, I used to cut out the stats. Yeah, me too. I cut them out. You couldn't dare go to the bus stop and not know what happened. So I get up early in the morning and make sure I read the paper. The New York Post, Newsday, all those. Night Manav, Daily News, New York Daily News. Good night, Manav. Got to go myself. All right, GB, thanks as always, man. Always showing up. I know you guys are at work. Showing up and supporting the channel, man. Much appreciated. Snazzy, I got to see Ringo's star in Atlantic City. One of the best. Oh, that had to have been awesome. We got Tim Hill in here. If anybody's watching Tim Hill and the Yankees right now, think about Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite. That is Tim Hill. Tim Hill is Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite. Take a look at this guy. And he's a good lefty pitcher. He kind of does the old school kind of almost submarine, low sidearm throws. That's Uncle Rico, man. He talks to himself on the mound. He nods his head a lot. He does a whole lot of movements up there. But he's pretty good. He's another one that got saved from the hell that is the White Sox. 121 losses. So anyway, think of Uncle Rico when you look at Tim Hill. That is him 1,000%. Cullen, my dad watched soccer, but I turned out okay anyway. Love it. Love it. Texas, 500 cards from 1900. Won the – wow! I get it now. 500, 1900. I got you, Texas. I'm a 4 decades Jet fan, Texas. How smart could I be? So sometimes you got to slow it down for me. Oh, they picked them all. Oh, that's a great – that was awesome. Birdie, First day at first base, makes a diving stop, gets the guy. I mean, when you're leading off first base as a runner, and there's a hard shot down first base, Birdie, who has never played the position before, dives, catches it, and unfortunately, the runner, well, fortunately for us, he's off the bag. Boom, double play. But Bob Costas made a huge deal out of Birdie. Birdie was a second baseman. So, I mean, him diving for a hot shot right at him is not anything new. He's just new playing first base, which is a whole different animal, but still. Manav, good night. Everybody saying good night. I'm going to run through a few of these, try to catch up. Cullen, yeah, he's all going all in. Angus, haha. Yeah, you can wear a kilt and pretend to be a Scotsman, JB. Yeah, I'll go for a Scottish team there, Cullen, so it'll make sense. Manav, can't wait to watch the game with my dad and brother. Manav is huge into his family, which is awesome. That's great, Manav. Great to see, man. Angus, I like early Pink Floyd with Syd Barrett. Yeah, they were always good. Like I said, it wasn't my go-to band, but there was never anything they put out that I didn't like. That's all I'm saying. Like, I never hopped on my bike to ride to the mall to pick up Pink Floyd albums, but there was nothing I didn't like by them. So I'm not hating on them at all. Tony, it's going to be a good summer of cricket. Oh, that's right. You guys are getting into summer. This chair is getting already. It just keeps lowering as the chat goes on. We're in between innings right now, guys. We're in Snazzy, I'm a big Nickelback fan. Just saying not. That Nickelback thing that Gunner did was he'll never live that down. He'll never live that down. We're talking major. We're talking music in here. We're talking like major legendary metal bands. And Gunner jumped in with, I like Nickelback. It was like, that is a major. Always brings that up. He'll never let Gunner live that down. It's just something about throwing Nickelback in the middle of a Megadeth, Dio, Motorhead, Metallica, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Nickelback. The odd man out there. Even just saying that now, it's funny. But Gunner's an OG. We love him. Stanton's up now, nobody on, nobody out, and looks at the pitch right down the middle. Caleb, it's something about the Yankees games. They feel like the end of Collingwood games, but for 9 innings, just a bundle of stress. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good analogy, Caleb, 100%. The Yankee games are very stressful because I'm not a Mets fan. I like the Mets, the New York Mets. I like them, but I'm a Yankee fan. But I go for the Mets. I like them there. You know what they do? They get runs with runners in scoring position. They get them home. They get scrappy hits. They never give up. They fight all the way through. The Yankees are just like 100-0. It's just weird. So comparing them like a Collingwood thing is actually, you nailed it with that. And they're like Collingwood also over here. You love them or you hate them. The Yankees are the most loved and the most hated team across the country. So you kind of nailed it in a couple ways there, Caleb, with the Collingwood analogy. Angus, fun fact, the Beatles wrote one of the earliest hard rock songs, Helter Skelter. Oh, yeah. Yep, they sure did. They sure did. It's one of the most famous ones. Stanton flies out. Angus, the hard rock band was Blue Cheer, crazy with wah wah pedal. Oh, here we go. We're getting into some music. Good stuff, Angus. Snazzy Angus had a huge song, inspired metal. It sure did. Motley Crue did a Helter Skelter song. Yeah, guys, I got some Yankee family right here, Yankee fan family right here. They were all talking crap. I'm in a group chat here while I'm doing this. Jazz is up. It's 1-1 on Jazz right now. Thank goodness we got Jazz Chisholm tied up for 2 years, man. We got him tied up for the next couple of years. Thank goodness, man. We don't have to worry about signing him at the end of the season. And he's been playing third. He never played third before. He's been playing a great third base all year since he came over. Snazzy, LOL. He does. That is Uncle Rico, man. The minute they got Tim Hill, and I see him up there, you see the way he talks. He's like this. He always looks at the catcher, does this. Before the catcher even puts any type of, he just does this. And then you just see him saying, I could just throw that right over the mountains. They should have put me in. We would have won state. That is Tim Hill. I'll never look at him as anything but Uncle Rico, man. Right. Lockport. Johnny got caught up. You caught up on we. On what? What is that? Uh-oh. What is that? Yeah, that was huge from Birdie. Caleb, I'm behind. I'm trying to catch up here. That was huge from Birdie. I hope he gets on. Oh, WWE. I'm not caught up yet, Lockport, but people telling me to get back into it again. You know me, I'm on and off with WWE. If the storylines stay old and boring, I fall off it for a few months. But you know what's great about it? I'm never gone for long. I can watch 2 Raws and 2 SmackDowns, and it's like I never left. I can get caught right. I can catch up real easy. Jazz. Right to somebody. 2 outs. Boring at bats from the Yankees. No fight, no sizzle, no nothing right now. Lockport. Bad Blood was decent. Vince McMahon show is good, worth a look. Oh, I'll take a look at it. Don't worry, Lockport. I haven't fallen off WWE forever. Don't worry. I'll be back. I'll be back. Like I said, it's so easy to get caught up. When you don't leave, you leave for a few months, you get caught right back up so easily. 2 Raws, 2 SmackDowns. I'll be caught right up. I know, Bruin. Should we raise funds for new chair again? You guys see me like I start here and then I just start as a couple innings pass, I'm down here again. It's crazy, but it's true. Lockport, I read that. Bruin, I read that. Look at this photograph. Became such a meme from the Nickelbacks. Oh, come on, man. Snazzy, you're just going to put that song in my head now. Oh, I don't know who's worse, them or Coldplay. Who's worse, Nickelback or Coldplay? Those are some bad, awful bands. Creed was a bad one from the 90s, too. You know what's funny? All 3 of them were like super popular. Creed, Nickelback, and Coldplay. They're like the worst bands I can think of. Irritating and annoying songs. All 3 of them. Irritating and annoying songs. All 3 of those bands produce all of that. Irritating and annoying. And yet they're so popular. Gerdini, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Gerdini in the basement. Volpe. Yeah, Gerdini, man, this is not looking good. Your Giants, Gerdini. Mr. Marine, we were all asking for you yesterday. Your Giants. Let's get on a positive for a minute. Gerdini, what was that display yesterday? It started out bad with that 100-yard fumble Mr. Marine told us about for a return. Just figured they're going to get blown out, right? How about your Giants yesterday, Gerdini? What about that? Before we get back to this Yankee team that has no life. Gerdini, yeah, there you go. Giants win. Me and my dad were just surprised with what we were watching. Isn't that incredible? Incredible, Gerdini. Caleb, is it just me or are we looking at a lot of strikes first pitch? Yep, I get why we need some contact and rallies. Yeah, the New York Mets get contact and rallies. You want to see exciting bats? Watch the Mets. The Mets get exciting at bats. Even though they lost last night, they made the Phillies work hard to beat them. Volpe, come on, man. Full count on Volpe. Now 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the 6th inning. Like the Mets can go 7 innings and you have 1 hit the whole game and then score 5 runs in the 8th inning out of nowhere. Come on, Volpe, full count. Fouled that one off. I watched the Mets. The first game when they beat the Phillies, they had 1 hit through 7 innings. And then in the 8th inning, they had 5 batters in a row that had 0-2 counts on them. 5 in a row, and all of them got on base. The Yankees, we don't do that over here. Volpe, is that a hit? That's a solid shot, but right to somebody. Yeah, quarterback. I saw the highlights, Gardini. We were doing the Met. I was doing the Met Philly playoff game yesterday because you guys all told me I'm not allowed to do Giants games, and that's Giant fans. I would have done the Met playoff game anyway, but I'm just saying. Yes, Gardini, defense was good. 22 sacks in 5 games, lead the league. It's the Giants. You know what the Giants are? They're like the Jets of last year or this year. Great defense, and the offense usually struggles. The Giants' defense I wasn't worried about. Gardini, Coldplay. I don't know any good ones by Coldplay. Gardini, Coldplay, Nickelback, or Creed. What's the most irritating band out of all 3 of them? Snazzy, the lead singer of Nickelback, looks like a mix of Nicolas Cage. Yes, he does. Good one, Snazzy. Snazzy, if I get off, when we get off this stream tonight, if I start thinking of that song, look at this photograph, I'm going to blame you. If that song stays in my head, I'm going to blame you for that. Don't do that to me, Snazzy. That's bad. That's bad mojo. He does look like Cage and Kurt Cobain. Yeah, the Commanders. What about Jaden Daniels? You know, like when people were losing the Commanders earlier in the year, like how did you lose to the Commanders? This Jaden Daniels kid is like, wow. As a Jet fan, I don't know what it's like to draft a quarterback that looks really good. I don't know what that looks like. Chad Pennington was really good, but then, you know, our karma, he gets hurt. The band that I can't stand is U2. Tony dropping a U2 hate. Tony, I don't mind U2. I don't mind U2, but I can understand why you'd find them irritating. A lot of people think Bono is very irritating. I can see why you would find them that way, Tony. I don't mind U2. U2 doesn't bother me, but I get it. I know a lot of people that couldn't stand U2. Couldn't stand them. I get it, Tony. I get it. But I would say Nickelback, Coldplay, and Creed are the worst 3 I think I can think of. Beer of death with all 3 of those bands. Some Ansel Light, some Colt 45, and Peels. All for them right there. Angus dropping to BOD. That's the other big name in here, the Beer of Death. That's right. Yankees are playing uninspired ball. It's very right, Snazzy. That's what I'm saying. As a Yankee fan, I'm a little jealous of what the Mets fans get out of it. Like, the Mets lost yesterday. We did the game in here, right? I mean, they would not go away. The Phillies, even Bryce Harper said yesterday, I mean, the Mets they don't quit. That team doesn't quit. They're down 6-4 with 1 out, 1 on in the 9th inning. And yet again, Vientos, another key 2-run homer to tie the game up. I mean, the fans and Philly fans all sat down like their team never goes away. That's the first time in a long time. I mean, you don't want to lose in the playoffs, but it's not like a discipline. Like you fought all the way to that loss. Like you just happen to not be the home team. That's all. The Phillies got the home team advantage, and they won in the bottom of the 9th. But man, they made the Phillies work for that win. The Yankees, I got to tell you, I don't even know if we're going to get a hit anymore this game. I'm not even trying to be negative. I'm just saying we don't do things like that. We're a home run or nothing team. Look at that, base hit up the middle. Come on. Caleb, Mets-Phillies game 2 was electric because both teams went out swinging. Yes, amen. Yankees are just repeating the same issues from past seasons. Very good, Caleb. Yes. I've said this in here, and these guys are probably tired of me saying it, but it's true. From 2017 to now, the top teams in the East, okay, the Red Sox aren't lately, but it's just for the point. The Red Sox, the Astros, and the Rays, the Tampa Bay Rays, were the Yankees' biggest problems. They all made and won World Series. The Rays made a World Series and lost. But the point is they all made the World Series. The Yankees haven't even made it with these teams. Aaron Boone should have been gone. They haven't even made the – if we don't make it this year, that's just – I'm sorry, man. We should beat the Royals. We should beat Cleveland. We should beat Detroit. Honestly, Cleveland has a very good batting order. They'd be the only team that I'd be like, all right, this is going to be a little tough. Detroit is tough when Skubal is pitching. Skubal is lights out pitcher. But after that, we should beat them. Nice. Wells threw him out. They went for a steal, and he threw him out. Good stuff. Top of the 7, Austin Wells threw him out. Thank you. It is uninspired. It is very frustrating. You nailed it. I liked early YouTube, but then started to get too concerned for their own good. Yeah, that's what I mean about YouTube. Like, they're a little over the top with some stuff. Like, a little over the top. Bono's a little over the top. I know he has good intentions. He's a great guy. He's not a bad guy. He's a great human being. But, that's a good way of putting it. He's like a little too concerned about everything, right? I get it. Nickelback. Yeah, Nickelback is really annoying. Coldplay had his voice, the guy's voice in Coldplay irritates me. That whole deal. The one they played over and over and over a few years ago. You guys, we're talking about bad bands. These songs are gonna be stuck in my head now. Got to get on to good bands. Come on, let's go, Volpe. Oh, come on, man. Volpe's made a couple of really bad errors, man, in this game. I know, now I got that. You know the Coldplay song, that you know what I'm talking about, guys. And now that's in my head. We got to get off this topic. Jaden Daniels has been very impressive. He has, man. There's no doubt. Raleigh, OG Cellar Dweller accounted for. Second Marine representing the base. We got both Marines accounted for. Raleigh, the Padres. We're all going for the Padres. Finally, there's a team more hated than the Yankees, and that's your LA Dodgers. That was great, bro. That was great, Raleigh. 10-2 smashing of the Dodgers. Loved every second of it, Raleigh. Go Padres. I'm with you all the way on that one, my man. I'm with you all the way on that one, Raleigh. Everybody wants the Padres to beat the Dodgers. Everybody. Hope they don't have a great repeat of RJ3. Oh, man. Remember how great RG3 was out the gate? And remember, guys, Kirk Cousins was his backup. RG3 out the gate was amazing, right? And they had Andrew Luck came out in that draft. RG3 was like, this was going to be the next great one, man. He was outstanding. And then he got injured too much. Just got injured too much. Man, yep, you're right, man. Washington deserves a really good quarterback because they've been really bad at getting them, and then they had that unfortunate luck with RG. Raleigh, what's up, Bruin? Tony, Angus, I saw you two in the early years. I did like them too when they got overplayed. Yeah, you're going back to Twilight. That's an old U2 song, Twilight. That is a really good song by them. Twilight is like an under the radar song. Stealing again, Wells. That was a bad throw by Wells. Bad throw by Wells. Let me catch up. Cullen, I went to a U2 concert back in the early, maybe mid-'80s. Yeah, it's kind of like from like the Joshua Tree on. The Joshua Tree, I know, is their best, most important album. But it was kind of like from that point on to going back to like the Too Concerned. That's like from that point on there. That's when that started in, like Too Concerned. The Joshua Tree really wasn't one of my favorite albums by them. But I know it was super popular. Now Mr. Marine is nailing it right. Oh, my gosh. I wasn't a Bon Jovi fan either. I did not see the hype in Bon Jovi. I clashed with people in high school in the 80s over that Bon Jovi crap. And these guys were telling me that Bon Jovi was better than Motley Crue. I was a big Motley Crue and Iron Maiden all day. They were like, Bon Jovi's way better than them. Like, you don't know music is what you just told me. You don't know music. You just told me that Bon Jovi was better than Motley Crue and Iron Maiden. Like, you just told me you don't know anything about music. Good strikeout there, man. He's just – for Bobby Witt, who's one of the best pure hitters in the game, to swing at that pitch, you had him fooled completely. Jake Cousins has a nasty slider. But right now they got a runner in scoring position. There's 2 outs, 1-0 count. I think that's Vinny Pasquantino up. Yep, that is who's up. I didn't even get through the rest of the bands on yours, Mr. Marine, but hold on. That's a foul ball, so we got 1-1 now. Kiss, another terrible one. Cinderella, you know what? You almost got them in order. Bon Jovi to Kiss to Cinderella to Fire. It just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. Firehouse. I forgot all about them till just now. Most of the hair bands from the 80s, ugh, right. And you know what's funny? Motley Crue was considered a hair band, but I don't consider them a hair band. Like, hair bands are that. Bon Jovi, Kiss, Cinderella, Slaughter, Winger. Can I add a couple onto that, Mr. Marine? How about Slaughter and Winger? Warrant. Oh. So when people say, oh, Motley Crue is a hair band, no, wrong. Motley Crue is not a hair band. Not a hair band. Not a hair band. Their first album alone, Too Fast for Love, none of those bands put out an album like that. Shout at the devil. None of those bands put out an album like that. Girls. No one put out an album like that. None of those bands. Not even Bon Jovi. None of them. Caleb, as if my heart rate isn't high enough, Clay Holmes is now pitching. You know what's funny, Caleb? Clay Holmes, when he's not under pressure, seems to get it done. And he just did. It's so weird, Caleb. What he's shown is, and I hear you on that, what he's shown is that as long as he's not closing, he seems to get it done. Weird phenomenon, but it seems to be true. Yankees have 3 hits, guys. 3 hits. The Royals have 10. Angus, I went to see you two on their Unforgettable Fire tour in Worcester. Unforgettable Fire. Yeah, man. Wow. That must have been a decent concert. Agree 100%, Maria. Those are really bad bands. Do you know that Kiss, that Rush at one time, the legendary Rush, Geddy, Alex, and Neil opened up for a lot of Kiss back in the days when Rush wasn't a real known band at the time? That's a little piece of music trivia for you there. Rush opened up for Kiss a lot of the time in the 70s. Good tag from Torres. Yep, me and Mr. Marine Bruin. I don't think I've listened to a YouTube song in at least a decade. Good for you. Colin, bring in Ozzy. I like Jimmy Barnes and Cold Chisel. Most here. I have heard. Basement Squad. I have heard, Colin. I've heard enough of Cold. You see Rocco. Basement mascot just woke up. You see him. There he goes with his Aaron Judge jersey on. You see, he's walking around. His arthritis is there. He's getting around. Basement strong, Rocco. He'll be 14 in a couple of weeks. I know. I saw that. That was disgraceful. All the fights in the stands. That was really bad, Caleb. If anybody hasn't seen it, YouTube, the Dodger fans, after they got destroyed by the Padres 10-2, look at the fans. There was some bad fights and really bad fights in that stands there. It was really bad. I know San Diego and LA is a rivalry, but that was really disgraceful what happened there. It's like you just got to stay home and watch a game now. Angus, earworms from bad bands is like at Guantanamo Bay. Oh, earworms. You got me on that one, Angus. I can't even pretend to know what you mean by that, unless that's a band. If that's a band, I never heard of it either. Bruin, go Padres, yes. And Bruin, RG3 used to be in every other commercial. He did. RG3 was awesome, man. Everybody loved RG3. Wanted him to do really well, man. Yeah, agreed. Joshua Tree was when they started the decline. And that one song remember the one song that Edge did, like when Edge was singing? And it's just like this, the whole song, and we don't know what we're going to be doing, and whatever that song was, it was awful. That was like, I'm done. This is really bad. This is like really bad. You know the song I'm talking about? I don't know the name of it, but that's kind of what it sounded like. Caleb, problem is the Royals are beating us without Bobby Witt Jr. hitting. Amen. Good shout out. Bobby Witt just struck out on a pitch you would expect like you would expect Giancarlo Stanton to strike on. You want to strike Giancarlo Stanton out, you throw a slider that goes 10 feet off the plate, and he'll swing at it. I mean, Bobby Witt just swung at it wasn't off the plate. It was on the dirt, and he swung at it. So, yeah, if he gets going, it's going to get ugly. Bobby Witt Jr. is an amazing hitter, man. He's one of the best hitters in the game. And he's on the Royals. And you know what's cool about him? He wants to stay on the Royals. I like that. He said he wants to win a championship with the Royals. I like that. That's an old school mentality, like Tony Gwynn and Cal Ripken. They didn't leave their teams for more money elsewhere. They wanted to win championships with their teams. Tony Gwynn is one of the most purest hitters the game's ever seen. Tony Gwynn is one of the greatest hitters the game has ever seen. He averaged for a time, think about this, averaged striking out around 21 times in a 162-game season. There's guys that strike out 21 times in a week. Pantera was a hairband for an album. Yes, you're right. Good call. Good call, Texas. They did start out as a hairband. You are correct. They saved themselves, though. They saved themselves, Texas. They said they realized their early mistake and got away from that quickly. Yanks, yeah, they look like they get. You know what's funny? This is what I mean, Mr. Marine. And I'm like I said, you guys know I'm a diehard Yankee fan. I like the Mets. But if I was watching the Mets right now, I'd be like, the Mets they're gonna come back right now. It's going into the bottom of the seventh inning. We're down by 3 runs. I would have full confidence that it's now the Mets' time to come back. And you know what I'm talking about. The Yankees, I agree, Mr. Marine. I think we're done. Motley Crue was never a hairband. No way Mick Mars was part of it. Right. Mick Mars carried that band, and we know it. Mick Mars carried that band. He was the only guitarist in Motley Crue. There he is. Look at him getting around. There he is. He's probably got to go out. He just woke up. Come on, Rocco. Say hello. Come on. There he is, guys. Rocco. He woke up. He's with us. We're sporting his Aaron Judge jersey. He's still basement. He's walking around with the arthritis, and he's getting around. He's being basement strong. He'll be 14 in 2 weeks. Mr. Marine, Pantera was a hairband, but they found out their music choice and left. Yeah, they saved themselves. They see it. They saved themselves. Absolutely. Rocco stays strong, and he is. He is. Now, I don't agree with names on the back of Yankee jerseys, but it's the only way I could get it. For dogs, they only sell it one way. Because I'm tradition. Yankees don't have names on their backs. The only names I have from Yankees on their back is on all-star jerseys. Yep, Rocco's hanging in, guys. He's hanging in. And he's got to hang in for a couple more innings. I think he's probably got to go out, but he's got to hang in. Verdugo. Come on, Verdugo. Bottom of the 7th. Yankees down 4-1. He's 0 for 2. He had a big day the first game, man. Come on. Bruin, right? Rocco's sighting. Yeah, he's been knocked out most of the game, but yep, he's up. He's up, and it sounded like he was drinking like he was in a desert. He was back there. I could hear him drinking his water. It's like I think he drank one whole side of that thing. Angus, earworms means when a song is stuck in your brain and it won't escape. Okay, I never heard it worded that way, but thanks for explaining that. I'll remember that one now. That was absolutely awful song. You know the song I'm talking about. That is like one of the most irritating songs of all time. And they played it. I don't even listen to stations like that. They played it on commercials. They played it everywhere. You know the song. I think they even played it at a halftime show, didn't they? I think they played it at a halftime show. Come on, Verdugo. Come on, man. 1 for 2. Come on, man. I remember when Verdugo was on the Red Sox for a few years. He always got those key hits against us. Come on, get some for us. Wasn't Tony Gwynn chasing 400 before the 90? Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Tony Gwynn has some absolutely like mind-blowing stats. Verdugo, that might go in the gap. It does. Boom, there you go. Verdugo got a hit. Lead-off single. There you go. Let's go, man. Man on first. Let's go. Yes, Tony Gwynn did. And you want to know what's funny? John Smoltz, Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine struck him out a total combined of like 5 times. Greg Maddux never – think about the legendary Hall of Fame pitcher that Greg Maddux is. He never struck out Tony Gwynn. Never struck him out. And he faced him a lot. They were National League teams, and Maddux has talked about. John Smoltz calls games. Oh, that's a hit. Birdie. Ow. Oh, went right to somebody. Went right to Pham. I thought he got that off the wall. Went right to somebody. Wow, man. I thought we got something there. Yeah, Tony Gwynn was, and Greg, John Smoltz talks about Tony Gwynn occasionally when he's calling games, and he's like, that dude, when he came up, he made you work and work and work, and the guy like never struck out. I have some stats on my phone from him. Maybe I'll pull them up during commercial. they're endless stats that just blow your mind. Angus, yeah, he was, Caleb. Yep. Rocco, yeah, Rocco's, I'm telling you, man, just a month ago, we didn't have the greatest news about Rocco, and now here we are. I'm taking him to the vet in the morning for his follow-up. His follow-up blood work tomorrow, man. See where he's at. Come on, Glaber, let's go, man. Get a 2-run bomb out of this. Let's go. Where are we at? Caleb, rally for Rocco. Yes. He's got some real health issues, man. He does. But we're going to get a positive blood test tomorrow for him. They're just keeping an eye on his liver. His liver isn't great. His heart isn't great. But the medication he has for his arthritis and his antibiotics and things like that, they got to make sure they keep a once-a-month update with him, man. Blood tests, make sure that the medication isn't damaging too much. He's just basement strong, man. He's just basement strong. Come on. That was not a strike. Struck out looking, but I don't – listen. Ron Darling, who's calling the game, a great pitcher for the Mets, World Series winning pitcher for the Mets, he says it. When you got 2 strikes on you, yeah, okay, that should have been a ball, but it's the old adage, and Ron Darling's right. It's too close to take when you have 2 strikes. At least foul tip it. Do something. It's too close to take. And he's right. Yes, it should have been a ball. Too close to take. And that is the old adage in baseball. You can't go down looking, man, late in the game. Too close to take. Let's go, Soto. Come on, man. He's even 0 for 2. He struck out twice. This is how badly the Yankees are hitting tonight. We're in the 7th inning, and this is his 3rd time up in the order. That's it. This is only his 3rd at bat. That's how poorly we're hitting tonight. Oh, wait a minute. Warning track. Come on. Well, that's it for that. Lockport, you see they're going back to the home team jerseys for the All-Star game. No more All-Star game uniforms. Really? Everybody's going to be wearing their home jersey again? Oh, man. Really? I have the last 3 years. And this last one, the one when we had in Texas, that American League, the tan and the red, I like that one. Everybody seems to hate. I like that one. The year before was the aqua color one with American on the front. I have Judge one. I have 2 Judge ones. And then the year before that was you guys have seen it. It had the gold New York, and then it was like a gray jersey and had the gold across the front. I like those. I like the different year ones, man. Oh, Lockport, you brought me down. I didn't know they were doing that. Home team jerseys for All-Star game. No more All-Star game uniforms. Why? That's awful, man. I always look forward to getting the All-Star jersey every year. JB, Yanks lose tonight. I can't see them going to KC to win the next 2. This is really a joke, man. And I hate to say that I agree with you, Mr. Marine. They show no life. That's what I'm saying. I'm jealous of the Mets. Why can't we have life like that? Why can't we have scrappy games to where even when you lose, you're like, man, we were there right to the end. We punched, they punched back. We hit them back. They think they had us. We got off the ground and hit them back. We were doing that game in here yesterday. Remember, Vientos came up, hit another 2-run home run to make it 6-6. The Philly fans, they all sat down like this, like you got to be kidding me. Does this team ever go away? The Brewer game, they had 2 hits going into the 9th inning. 2 hits. Pete Alonso, bang, 3-run homer to take the series in Milwaukee. Like, where is that from our team? Where is that excitement and drama from our team? Caleb, so many fly. Yeah, it's really bad. And Reagan's their great pitcher. He didn't pitch that great tonight. We get to their bullpen, and we're getting shut down, man. Everyone in basement, did we like Twisted Sister? The first 4 albums are good. Yeah. We have never mentioned Mr. Marine. If we have, I don't remember it. But I don't think we've ever mentioned Twisted Sister in here. Dee Snider was one of the greatest frontmen back then. Dee Snider was one of the greatest frontmen back then. You nailed it with that one. I don't think Twisted Sister has ever been mentioned in here before, Mr. Marine. I don't remember them being mentioned. Yeah, the Mets are on tomorrow at 5 o'clock. I won't be able to do that game, guys. I mean, keep your notices on, or as Texas said, if your bell notice doesn't work, go off the bell notice and go right back on it. But check in tomorrow, 5 o'clock, 5:30 Eastern time. You never know. I might be on for it. You never know. I might be. I'm just going to let you guys know unless it changes. Tommy Kahnle, he's been really good for us. Opponent's batting average on Tommy Kahnle is 190. 2.11 ERA. You know what's funny about Tommy Kahnle? He's like a Yankee, then they get rid of him. Then he's a Yankee again, then they DFA him. Then he goes to the Dodgers, then they get him back. It's almost like they break up with him. No, come back, Kahnle. We want you back. And then we get him back, and then after like a couple of months, they DFA him again. And then they bring him back again. To me, he'll always be a Yankee, but he just seems to be bounces around a lot. Caleb needs some aggression at the plate. Ump's been calling it wide the whole game. Swing the bat. Yeah, that's right. That's why I said Ron Darling's right. Yes, that should have been a ball, but it's 2 strikes, too close to take. You can't take a pitch that close when you have 2 strikes late in the game. You just can't do it. Look at Kahnle coming in, throwing strikes. Here we go with the chair again, guys. There we go. Another fly out. Yeah, Caleb, it's getting really annoying. Snazzy, 4 hits in 7 innings. What a joke. Boy, I'll tell you what, man. It's been a really bad couple of days. That's why I got to turn around and remember. All right. For those that don't know, this Lions won basically the Super Bowl of footy. They won the grand final, the premiership. Basically the Super Bowl of footy. 2 years in with this team, they lost the first grand final by 4 points, come back the very next year, this year, and take the whole thing. I've been a Jet fan since 81 and never even seen him in a Super Bowl. That's why I'm in a group chat with my family right now, too. Caleb, I think they're still doing the All-Star uniforms for other events, just the game is back to normal uniforms. I always look forward to getting it. I wear them on here, too. The guys have been here for a while have seen me. I wear those All-Star jerseys. Matter of fact, I'll wear one on Wednesday. Wednesday, I'll wear an All-Star jersey. Since we're going to be the away team anyway, I'll pick one of the All-Star ones and I'm going to wear it. I'll pick one of them. Dee Snider, we aren't going to take it. We aren't going to take it. Yeah, they were just great, man. First 4 albums were awesome. That was a good shout out by Mr. Marine there. Bruin, I don't mind normal uniforms for the All-Star game. I just don't want them. I mean, that's what I grew up on, but I like getting the different ones every year. I like having the ones that I've had the past few years, man. I like that. How about getting rid of the Ghost Runner? We're worried about All-Star jerseys. Baseball listens right away about people saying we want them going back to that, but they keep the Ghost Runner on second base. That to me is more important getting rid of. The jerseys for one game. An All-Star game. Get rid of the Ghost Runner. There's something important. Oh, and get rid of Boone and Cashman. That's something important, too. Let's get rid of them. Mr. Marine, maybe shut down the stream tonight. Yankees pathetic. No heart in it tonight. I know. What's the Kansas City game? What's going on there? Oh, by the way, when someone said that Joe Danaher retired early at age 30, Barry Sanders, I looked it up. I thought he was 30. He was 31 when he retired. I bring it up something from like 2 hours ago, but here you go. Saints are losing 16-7 in the third quarter. That's my whole – hold on. Kahnle. 2-2, full count, 2 outs, top of the 8th, nobody on. Mr. Marine, that's my whole point about being jealous of the Mets. We wouldn't be saying this with the Mets down 4-1 right now. We'd be saying top of the 8th, Mets down 4-1. Oh, we're going to win this thing. And I'm serious. All of us would be saying that. Like, man, we're still in this thing. The Yankees were like, I don't know. Oh, Canely walked them. Come on. Lions might win it again as well. Can't see many challenges. Caleb, do the Lions, I'm not being biased, I'm being serious. Do they have the most balanced team? Good balance of seasoned veterans that aren't too old. And what a young crop of players. That Lohman, man, that kid is freaking phenomenal. 3 goals in the first. How did he not get basically the how did Ashcroft win the best on grass? It should have been Lohman. Ashcroft played a great game, but Lohman should have taken that. They say, well, his second half. Dude, he scored 3 goals in the first half. He was a big reason why they took off in that game. He is a big reason why they took off in that game, Lohman. Yeah, in the second half, he had 1 goal, but, I mean, he had 3 in the first half, which to me was catapult in taking off in that series to begin with. He was a huge reason why they did. Man on first, 2-0 count now on Tommy Pham. Here we are with Tommy Pham again. Guy gets key hits, man. He better not get one now. Up 3-0. Oh, you're right, Mr. Marine. I should shut the stream down. I'll keep going, though. $31, close enough. Yeah, bro, that was close enough. I thought Barry was 30 also. Now, Joe Danaher was not the Barry Sanders of footy, but, man, he was such a quality, just knew where to be out there, man. Just knew where to be. And Raleigh, by the way, said he got into footy a little bit. He looked at some highlights, man. He said he actually kind of liked it. Snazzy, I wish the Yankees would have an alternate jersey. I know, them and the A's. The A's didn't do it either. The Yankees are too traditional for their own good to me. Like the facial hair. You know what? I tell people I just want a World Series ring, but I get the facial hair thing and they're too behind the times with some stuff. I don't care about the names not being on the back of the jerseys. That I'm kind of old school with the Yankees. I'm a little traditional with that end. I get that part. But I agree with that. They should have an alternate jersey. Strike 3, Tommy Pham. I don't know how he looked at that as a veteran player as he is. I don't know how he just looked at that, but we'll take it. Who played a better Joker? Jack than Heath, Ledger than Phoenix. I have not seen the one with Phoenix yet, but Jack and then Heath, yeah. And Heath Ledger, you could argue was right up there with Nicholas, man. Heath Ledger played a great Joker. Absolutely great. Caleb, add Levi Ashcroft, Big O, and Kitty Coleman, and they look like the most complete team. And Caleb, I tell people, some people ask you, oh, you just like them because they won? I tell everybody, go to my videos, go to February or March of 2023. It took a long time in the off season after Geelong beat the Swans in the grand final. That's the first grand final. And I watched a replay. I tell them to go to that year, 2023. Before the 2023 season started, I picked the Lions. Everybody thought I was going to pick Collingwood. Everybody, because I did a thing on Mason Cox. I support the American over there. But everybody said I was going to pick Collingwood, and I didn't. I picked the Lions because I thought they had, from what I read, and I didn't know a lot. I'm really good with sports, man. I'm really good at analyzing teams to a point of what's good, what's bad. I've read up a lot of things on all the teams, and it came down to like 4 of them. And I chose the Lions. So I didn't hop on anybody's bandwagon. I thought this was a complete team that was going to build a way to a final, hopefully. And I didn't know they were going to make it the first year. But there you go. Lions will need a tall forward as a target. They're going to have to replace Danaher somehow. Isn't there free agency and trade period right now? Can argue Chi. Number 4. Chi is like sneaky good. Chi is sneaky good, man. I like that kid. And Cameron is just aggressive as hell. And I think Cameron draws the attention of the other team because people love him or hate him or think he's dirty or whatever. But he plays the good villain role. Cameron played. We had a guy over here, Reggie Miller. for the Indiana Pacers, man, people would focus on him more than the game. They wanted to get him and pay him back and all that. And I think Cameron does a great game of making people focus on him. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning in a minute here, guys. We're at a commercial right now. Eric Hipwood could definitely step up. Yeah, we got to account for Danaher retiring. It's a big loss, Caleb. Someone's going to have to fill those shoes, man. Someone's definitely going to have to fill those shoes. Eric Hipwood's a solid player, man. He gets forgotten about a lot, but he's a solid player. I like Hipwood. In the All-Star game. An alternate jersey All-Star game. Bruin, I've still been searching for a good AFL game, but I don't know where to start. That's the way I was. I'll tell you right now, Bruin. YouTube. Hey, Caleb, do you know if there's a replay of the Lions, Sydney Swan? I don't know if that'd be a good one to watch. Oh, Judge beat it. He beat it out. He beat it out. All right, man, on first again. It's going to be a broken record. Cesar Romero, the original Joker, best Joker. Going back to the days where Batman, can you imagine dressing up like the original Adam West Batman and going into your local police station and tell people you're going to help them fight crimes? They would put a straitjacket on you. If you showed up Batman and Robin like they were on the TV show, they would put a straitjacket on you. They wouldn't be talking to you about crimes. If you dressed like the original Batman, Adam West, like that, it's funny. Giants, as much as I hate them, and Hawks too, look out. Yeah, the Hawks, watch out. And way back when I first started with footy, way back and Tony told me, watch out for the Hawks, man. It may not be 23, but watch out. They're going to be around. Come on, Austin Wells. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's get a Mets rally going here. If you want a good game, try the 2023 Grand Final. Ignore the commentary because it was terrible, but what a game. There you go. 2023 Grand Final. Lions, Collingwood. Bruin, that's a good one. Even Raleigh said he's watched a couple of replays of stuff, man. He said he actually likes it. Bruin, you won't go wrong, I promise you, man. It is exciting. It's really exciting. We can help you out, man. These guys helped me out. I didn't know what was going on, but I loved the game. I didn't even know what I was watching. I didn't know what the goal. I thought everything was field goals and the 50-meter mark. I thought he was like in a touchdown area. I knew nothing. But these guys all helped me out, man. Vincent Price would have made a good oh man. Vincent Price would have made a great Joker. That's a good one right there, Texas. Cullen, Caleb, do yourself a favor. Watch Johnny having a kick of the Sharon. Oh, yeah. See, Cullen knows the video. I did a kick of the Sharon in that one. You got to see it. I have that Sharon. A Brisbane Lions Sharon. Caleb, I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you exactly where it is. Hold on. Austin Wells struck. These guys on both teams are striking out on pitches like, what are you looking at? You can't strike out on that. Come on. This is getting bad, man. Come on, Giancarlo. Let's get a freaking 2-run bomb here. You know, you'll pull one out once in a while. Yep, Caleb, Cullen saw it. All right, 1-0 on Stanton right now. 1 out, Judge on first. 2-0 on Stanton, 2-0. Yep, it goes. I'll see if I can get you the link for that video. It's hilarious, man. Oh, double play, Stanton. Come on. Yankees do nothing again. I got the link right here, Caleb. Caleb. Well, he didn't get on, Caleb, but I would think that you would have, yes. That's the link to that particular video where I picked my team, Caleb. And that was from, when was that from? March of 2023. Take a look at that. Cullen, love Cameron, my favorite non-Bulldogs player. Charlie Cameron was one of the most intriguing players. As a matter of fact, that jersey, within the jersey, that's a Charlie Cameron jersey, 23. He was the one that intrigued me watching that because he was so aggressive. Yeah, Caleb, it's right there. That link I just sent, that's the video. Watch me kicking that Sharon. It is awful. You want to laugh? Watch me kicking that thing. It's terrible. Love Cameron, my favorite. Buffalo, good start to the 8th Judge. Oh, you're not kidding. Can they score? Right, can they score? Buffalo. If you weren't in here before, I was just complimenting your Mets. I said if we were going into the 8th inning down 4-1, watching the Mets, we'd be like, man, we are in this thing. As Yankee fans, like Mr. Marine said very accurately, this is over. And he said it before the 8th inning started. He said, Johnny, turn the stream off. The Yankees lost. That's the difference between the Yankees and the Mets right now. The Mets are exciting in the late innings of the games. The Yankees are just, do this, nothing. Caleb, there are a few channels that post extended AFL highlights from AFL finals, but they have kind of stopped posting. And I just got into it, Caleb. You know what I found, Caleb? Some people say, how come I don't do highlights when I'm reviewing games? Because of copyrights. I get copyright strikes. So I just talk. I review the games by talking about them, and a lot of people actually like it that way. They'd rather hear me talking about my review. I take notes. You've seen some of my reviews. I stopped doing highlights because I get copyright strikes. The AFL wants for footy to spread right around to other countries. Well, don't block your videos and copyright them all, because then I'm trying to help out by spreading it. And it's hard to do when you get copyrighted. So I can talk about it. And that's what I do. I talk about it. It's like MLS over here, Major League Soccer. Sorry, Cullen. MLS makes you pay, even for the local teams on Apple TV. You got to pay $100 to get this package. Plus you got to pay for the app. So like, who's going to, I'm not paying all that. I get the Arsenal. I get them for free. I'm going to watch them. So why am I, so footy is hard to do highlights with. So I don't do the highlights. I just talk about it. I didn't think that would work, but apparently it does. Texas, did you ever see the Adam West wrestling promo when he was drunk? No. Let me write that down. That I want to see, Texas. That I want to see. No, I'm going to definitely make sure I watch that. Adam West, drunk wrestling promo. Well, when Tim Meza, who's now our relief pitcher, when he comes in the game, you know they pretty much don't want to use any more of their bullpen. Tim Meza, I'll put you this way, he has a 6.33 ERA, which means he averages like 6 runs. He sucks. So when you see Meza in the game, the Yankees are kind of waving a white flag and hoping for the best. Chiefs won. Really? Is the game over? I know they were winning. Oh, the Chiefs are up 16-7, right? At the end of the third quarter, 16-7 Chiefs. Yeah, they're going to win. What happened to the Saints and all this scoring and all this? They blew out the Panthers, which everybody does, so that wasn't that impressive. But then the next week, they blew out the Cowboys in Dallas, and it was, whoa, watch out for them, and now they're about to be 2-3. Birdie, another good play at first. All right. What a disgraceful performance by the Yankees tonight, unless they do something in the bottom of the ninth, but I don't have a whole lot of faith. Caleb, an underrated AFL game was the 2014 prelim. Hawks versus Power. Power came in as an underdog, and let's just say awesome game. There's good highlights video of that on YouTube. Yeah, Bruin, we'll post some for you, man. That's great, Bruin. That is great. We'll post some for you. I'm behind for sure. Snazzy, I don't care how much power Stanton has. I still think he sucks. You know what's funny? And he has a better postseason average than Judge does, because he never made the postseason with the Marlins, but he's made it with us quite a few times. He has a better postseason average than Judge does. That's really bad. That's really bad. So our scheduled hitters coming up for the bottom of the ninth is Volpe, Jazz, Volpe, and Verdugo. Jazz, Volpe, and Verdugo. I have full faith in Jazz Chisholm. That's it, guys. That's all I got. Volpe never does anything, and Verdugo, I don't expect anything. Lamario, another cellar dweller accounted for. Typical New York Yankees baseball. Yeah, it's been a hell of a couple of days for me, Lamario. From the disgraceful Jets to this Yankee game. It's been a real fun couple of days for me here, Lamario. Colin, I tried to get Johnny to go for the Bulldogs, Caleb. They are red, white, and blue. You know it makes sense. You did, Colin. You really did. You did try to get me to go for the Bulldogs. Absolutely, you did. Remember that? I was counting down. I had all my teams lined up. And I really wasn't sure of who I was going to pick, but everybody was funny because everybody's like, damn, we really thought you were going to go with Collingwood. Most outsiders go with Collingwood. I mean, it makes sense. The New York Yankees are the Collingwood Pies over here. Ton of championships from the past. And then the Yankees are the most hated team in baseball. I mean, the Dodgers are starting to take that baton from them, but the Yankees pretty much are the most hated team out there, like Collingwood. I think the Doggies are every Victorian second favorite team. Always a good choice. Not a bad second kick, Johnny. Definitely takes time to learn. It does, man. But I dive into these sports, man. I love sports. And when I watch games, I watch for the strategy, not so much the score, the strategy of the games. What are the offense doing? What's the defense doing? What in-game coaching decisions are they going to make? What changes are they going to make when things aren't working? You know, how are they going to make different matchups? I like stuff like that more so than a score. So, Lou, another cellar dweller. Lou, my co-host, Lou in the basement. Lou, everybody's been asking about Lou in Tampa. That's what we're concerned about, Lou. You know, this, like I said, it's been a great, look at that. Base hit, 2 outs, base hit. Lou, man, the Yankees look like trash. And I was just telling everybody, I'm jealous of the Mets because we know the Mets are never out of it. The Yankees been out of it. Mr. Marine has been begging me to turn the stream off. Lou, man, we're all concerned about you in Tampa with that hurricane coming right at you, man. What's the latest on that, Lou? What's the latest on that? Tony Bruin, I dropped in documentary about the 1989 grand final with some of the players and coaches talking about how hard the game was. It was made 25 years after. It's an unbelievable game. There you go, Bruin. You're getting a lot of help here, man. A lot of help. Lamario. So tomorrow's the official start of the NHL regular season. The Blues will play the Kraken. And, yep, the Utah Hockey Club. I've already been all over that. Like, how hard is it to pick a name for a team? You go on Utah Hockey Club. How hard is it to pick a name for a team? Is it really that hard? Like, this has been a phenomenon. Washington Football Club, Utah Hockey Club. Is it really that hard? But anyway, there we are. Utah Hockey. The Rangers play the Utah Hockey Club, the UHC. We play them our second game of the season this year. We're starting off against the Penguins Wednesday night, but we're going to be doing the Yankees. Unless the Yankees – now, Mr. Marine, just so you know, if the Yankees put out a disgraceful performance on Wednesday, we will definitely switch to the Rangers. I promise you that. Thank goodness that hockey and basketball are coming back. The Knicks and the Rangers coming back. Can't wait. Football season's over for me already. Boston Bruins will take on the Florida Panthers in a Stanley Cup playoff rematch. You know what? I give the Panthers a lot of credit. I'm not a Panthers fan, nor will I ever be. I don't like any Florida. Oh, I like the Lightning. I live down there. I do go for the Tampa Lightning. But the Panthers went through the Lightning, through the Bruins, through the Rangers, made that final, and they won. And they held off Edmonton, who almost – the Panthers came one game away from the biggest choke in sports history when it comes to the finals. Up 3 games to none and have a game 7 forced. Wow, Edmonton came roaring back. But the Panthers didn't have an easy path to win anything. You took out the Lightning, the Bruins, and the Rangers. That's no easy path to the finals, man. So they did it. Lamario, good luck tomorrow. Bruins against Florida. Amen. Kick back and relax now, Lou. Lou, I just helped 3 people get their house ready, so it's going to hit us. Lucky I'm not by the water anymore. Yeah, Lou, man, it's big time, man. It's big time. Everybody's been asking about you, Lou. Everybody's been asking about you, man. I said, Lou is right. Yeah, he's right there in Tampa. We all been asking about you, man. Is your work open tomorrow, Lou? Are you off tomorrow? Did your work shut down? Kansas City still has a runner on first. The Yankees still don't have a clue what's going on. Lou, did they shut down your job tomorrow? What's going on with that? Oh, yeah, Cullen, scratch that right. Hurricane is coming right for him. Lou is right there. Bruin, go Kraken. Let's go, Yankees. Come on, man. Lunacorn. Lockport, hope you and your family are safe. Yeah. Lou, Lockport, yep. Lou, be safe. The storm of the decade so far. Yeah, Caleb, a lot of strong teams, man. A lot of strong teams. I'm a Rangers fan all the way, man. Rangers and then the Lightning, because I lived in Tampa for a long time. So I'm a big Lightning fan. I went to a ton of Lightning games, and I was a season ticket holder for a while. But when the Lightning play the Rangers, I don't have any feeling for the Lightning at all. They have Luke Weaver in the game now, who's been like absolute fine for us, man. Luke Weaver is absolute fine. But the bottom of the 9th inning, like I said, we got Jazz Chisholm, which is a positive, then Volpe, then Verdugo. So I don't think we're going to have much going on in the bottom of the 9th. I hope they prove me wrong. Lamario, fan of the Buffalo Sabres. I don't like the Panthers ever. I got them a lot of credit. It's not easy to beat the Lightning in the playoffs. Right, they went through the toughest road, Lamario. The Lightning, then the Bruins, then the Rangers. Then held off Edmonton after being up 3-0. They didn't have an easy road. Sorry, Bruin, but like your Boston Celtics, even though I think they would have won the whole thing anyway, they had the easiest path that I can remember anybody having to the finals. The easiest path. Milwaukee had too many injuries. They didn't make it. Miami was riddled with injuries. Jimmy Butler wasn't even playing. The Pacers beat a Knicks team who had nobody playing but Brunson. Like, what an easy path for the Celtics. I still think they had the team to win it, the whole thing anyway. But my point is, it couldn't have been any easier than what they got. Lamario, but the Panthers did it 2 years in a row. Right. They made it there, and they got bounced out of there by Vegas pretty easily, man. They had 3 embarrassing games against Vegas. They lost like 9-2, like 7-1. They had 2 close games. 2 close games out of that. Vegas dominated Florida in that finals. They dominated. They embarrassed them. And I think that's what Florida Panthers' drive was to get back the following year. Right. And you got Vasilevsky. The reason why the Lightning's record wasn't that great is like you didn't have Vasilevsky, who's a first ballot Hall of Famer, greatest goalie of his era. Like he missed the first 3 months of the season. So, yeah, your record's not going to be that great to start. But when he came back, man, lights out. Lou, everyone's off the next 3 days and the schools. Whew. Man, Lou, it's going to be crazy. It's supposed to hit what, Wednesday morning or tomorrow night? Angus, I have heard that Tampa Bay Bucks have relocated New Orleans for the next week. Yeah, they should. They can't do anything in Tampa right now. Let's go Rangers. Yeah, Lou. And the Yankees are on at the same time of opening night of the Rangers, Lou. Caleb, I can't see us beating KC and KC. Fire Cashman, please. Cashman and Boone. Get him. Boone should have been gone. Cashman needs to go too, man. Like, you get Juan Soto for maybe just this season, and you don't make a monster lineup around, like pitching order, everything should have been all in with having a guy like Soto on this team. As Lou says, Lou thinks he's going to be on the Mets next year. You wasted a guy like Juan Soto and don't get you have Garrett Cole as your pitching. And then, hey, we hope Rodon's going to be good. Hey, maybe Nestor will be his all-star form like he was 2 years ago. Hey, hopefully Stroman will be. Do you get my point? You have Garrett Cole, who was injured, unfortunately got injured from the first half of the season. But you have Cole, right, who just won the Cy Young. And then you have hopefully, maybe. You're the New York Yankees. How come everybody after Cole is a hopefully and a maybe? Well, here we go, guys. Bottom of the ninth inning. I wish we had the Mets fire and no quit. Wish we had Mets had. Mr. Marine, did he bow out? I think he was begging me to turn this off. I think he bowed out. Community tabbed it. Boom. All right, so here we go, man. Their closer is in. And here's Jazz. First pitch swinging, foul ball, 0-1. 180-mile-an-hour winds. No one's going to survive. Oh, there's Mr. Marine. You and Lamario's profile and Lockport, profile pics look pretty similar. And Lamario, without a doubt. Yeah, no question, man. I respect the Panthers 100%. To go through teams like that, amen. And the Boston Celtics, that was about as easy as a path that you can get. Johnny, did you see the 3-cat hit in the Knicks game yesterday? It was from like 35 feet out. I didn't, Snazzy. You know why? I don't watch preseason games. Jazz! It's gone. Jazz hit a home run. Boom, 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 boom. Jazz hit a home run. That's what I'm talking about, man. At least we got Jazz locked up for 2 more years. Boom, big home run by Jazz. But now we got Volpe and Verdugo coming up. Yes, Snazzy, the only thing I ever hope about preseason is that guys don't get hurt. I don't watch any preseason. Lou will tell you. Lou's known me over 17 years. I've never watched preseason. I don't watch it. It's not exciting to me. If the game doesn't mean anything, why am I watching? I'm praying nobody important gets hurt. Here's Volpe. Come on, Volpe. Prove me wrong. Give me my words. Lamario, we played the Kings on Thursday. What's up with the Kings? The Kings are always like a team that never – I don't know what to think of the LA Kings. Like, they're never great and they're never bad. But Buffalo, by the way, you know what's funny, Lamario, is when I listen to professional analysts, they all say, wow, the New York Jets are the only professional team left that hasn't made the playoffs in 13 years of all the major sports. I'm like, the Sabres also haven't made it in 13 years. That's how forgotten about hockey is in these major these professional analysts and these professional sports reporters. When they say that, it's like, dude, the Sabres and the Jets haven't made the playoffs in 13 years. But hockey's so forgotten about. They are the 4th of the 4 major sports, and they are like the top 3, basketball, baseball, football, whatever order you want to put them in, and then like hockey's down here. Even in pay, the top players in hockey don't get paid anywhere near the top players in those other sports. And the Jets won't be making the playoffs this year either. We're going to go on 14 years. Verdugo! We're going to go on 14 years without making the playoffs. We're not making it this year. So Volpe already got out, I told you. Sabres off to a bad start so far. Yeah, they lost 2. The Devils got Jacob Markstrom. I told you they got a solid goalie now from the Flames. Solid goalie, man. They had horrendous goalie play last year. Horrendous. They had a great young team. The Devils could turn it around this year. Verdugo grounds out. Look at it. Jazz leads off with a leadoff home run. Then I told you, then we have Volpe and Verdugo. All right, so now Glaber needs to get on, and Soto hit a 2-run homer to tie it. Need to sign Soto. It sucks, Higgy. Yeah, Higgy and King are killing it with the Padres. Higgy is killing it. I always liked Higgy. I understand getting rid of him for Austin Wells. I get that. Austin Wells has been playing great. He's our future. I get it. When the Padres come to Yankee Stadium next year, watch the standing ovation Higgy gets. And Michael King, he told the Yankees forever he wants to be a starter. Michael King told the Yankees forever he wants to be a starter. The Yankees like, no. Get on out of here. Get your starter thing. It's cute, but get it on out of here. John Birdie's up, 2 outs, nobody on. Play some jazz. Amen. You know why Lockport, the Martian's not playing in front of Verdugo? Because Verdugo is an elite outfielder. The guy is an amazing outfielder, and that's the only reason why he's starting in this playoffs, Lockport. The only reason. He's got a great arm. He knows how to play balls off the wall. He knows how to – Verdugo is an elite outfielder, man, and his bat sucks. But that's why he's getting it over Dominguez. You're not getting us runs, but he's not giving them up. Birdie! Base hit for Birdie. Now Glaber's up. I forgot. I'm so used to Verdugo batting last in the order. I said Glaber's up, top of the order. Now Glaber's up. I'm so used to Verdugo batting ninth. My bad. The Bulls would have never let a GM go 15 years without a ring. Amen. And he would have never hired. Boone would have never even been hired. But even so, he would have been already gone. Lockport, yeah, no doubt. No way. Cashman, it's a joke. It's been a joke. Hey, you know what? Maybe we can see what Ron Guidry's doing. Maybe he can come back next year. And Dave Righetti. Maybe they want to come back. And Jorge Posada, maybe he wants to still play. Why don't we sign them, man? We'll get some names on the team. Angus, preseason means nothing. Its purpose as an experiment will not be the same as regular season. Right. You know what's funny, Angus? Can you believe the Jets are getting blamed for not playing starters in the preseason? That's the reason why we look like crap. That's a reach. So I'll argue the Browns played their players in preseason. How are they looking right now? They played their players, their starters in preseason. How are they looking? That's a really bad story. The Yankees lost. It's over, guys. The Bengals played their starters in preseason, a lot of them. The Bengals are 1-4 and get the biggest pass by the media. The Bengals are 1-4 and get the biggest pass in the media. So it's hilarious, man. Caleb, never forget when the Cubs were in the World Series. Graphics showing Chicago sports had the Hawks, Bulls, but not forget the 05. They always forget the 05 White Sox. The 05 White Sox get no love. None. They get no love. Good shout out, Caleb. They get no love. None. Angus, hurricane at 165 miles an hour. New update, it's going to go through the eye wall replacement. Yeah, they said even with the thing calming down, watch out. Birdie had a solid game. Amen. They should start him again tomorrow, Caleb. Birdie had a really good game. Hal doesn't care for the Yanks like the boss did. Not at all. Not at all, and it shows. Not at all. They're not going to sign Soto. Lou says the Mets will sign Soto. I agree with him. Soto will be on the Mets next year. I agree with him. I don't see the Yankees signing him. They should, but they won't. Cullen, damn, you know your American sports, Caleb. I've got no idea who any of these people are being talked about. Caleb knows his American sports, man. Shout out to Caleb. You are right, Cullen. He knows his American sports really well. He does. Caleb is nailing it. You are 100% correct, Cullen. 100% correct. He is nailing the American sports. Love it. Caleb, did you ever live in America, or are you born and raised Australian? Lou, I think everyone is tied 1-1. Lou, did you see this disgraceful acts by the Dodger fans? What babies, man? Do you see these fights in the stands? What's going on with that, Lou? Caleb, I like most sports. Nothing tops our AFL, though. Can't wait for Boxing Day at the MCG as well. I got to tell you, I really love footy, but right, we all grow up with what we love. We all grow up with what we love. But I got to tell you, footy moved up the ladder, literally, pun intended, moved up the ladder in my book with my sports, man, because basketball, baseball, football, hockey, and not necessarily in that order, but those are my 4 absolute loves and passions since I was a kid. Footy is like there with me now. Footy is in that group with me now. That is my newest, and I'm 2 years in now, and it hasn't faded from me. I'm 2 years in, it has not faded. It wasn't like a little, phase I went through, and then I'm like, I don't really like it. No, all in. Snazzy, if the Yankees don't, I'm going to go through a few of these guys, and I'm out. Caleb, I like most people read that. Snazzy, if the Yankees don't sign Soto, I won't be watching them next year. It's really disgraceful if they don't sign Soto. Then why bother bringing him over? Why bother even getting him? Oh, because we want to win the World Series. Oh, then how about getting a pitching staff, as I already said? Cole, and then, man, I hope Rodon does well. Man, I hope Stroman does well. Man, you think Nestor Cortez? He might be good, though. Maybe. We got our number one starter and 4 maybes. Mr. Marine, Warriors, stay safe and healthy. Everyone, see you Wednesday. Be good, everyone. Yep. Mr. Marine, good night. Texas, at least New York has a team in the finals. New York Liberty, yes. And Texas. And Lou brought this to my attention. In 2021, who was it, Lou? The New York Football Club, soccer, won the championship. So New York does have a professional team that won a trophy. It's the New York Football Club, New York City Football Club. Lou brought that to my attention. We have one to hold our hats on. We have won a title recently in 2021. Lou, yes, Lou does love the AFL. He is the new one in the AFL. And he is the Adelaide Crows supporter. He is like me. We pick a team, we stay with them. Nothing is tipping, hockey, or even baseball for me. Topping, yeah. Like we said, we all grow up with our stuff, man. I love our sports 100%, but footy has grown on me big time, big time. Let's go Mets. Like I said, I'm jealous of the Mets. They would have made more of an effort right now. And Jazz just proved my point. The Yankees are a home run team or nothing. Home run or nothing. Jazz gets a leadoff home run in the 9th. Volpe, nothing. Verdugo, nothing. Immediate 2 outs after that. Like it doesn't move down the line like the Mets. When they beat the Phillies in the first game, in the 8th inning, they had 5 batters in a row with 0-2 counts, and all of them got on. Caleb, never left Australia, got into American sports for my dad is a diehard Bills fan. There you go. Caleb, this chat is filled with Bills Mafia. Well, I do know Boxing Day is cricket at least. I didn't even know that. That's why I didn't say much about it. All right, a couple more of these guys. Johnny, Chiefs are winning. 23-13, 9 minutes left in that game. Cullen, my dad is Scottish. He loves soccer. Cullen hates soccer. We know that, but your dad loved it, so that's good. I'm almost more excited for the Mets Phillies than watching the Yanks again. Just say, I know. It's hard to disagree with that. The Yankees are play boring baseball, and the Mets play exciting. You knocked this down, but we're going to keep getting up. Lamaria, the Liberty are back in the WNBA Finals. Amen. Lou, the Yankees feast or famine. Amen. 100%, Lou. I don't mind AFL taking basketball's place. I love basketball, especially now that my Knicks are going to be freaking great, man. I'm really excited about basketball again. You know how hard it was going from a Jet season to a Knicks season back-to-back over the years? It's been very hard to do. Now, the Knicks are going to save me from the Jets, who aren't making the playoffs this year. The Jets are a disgrace. They're not making the playoffs. I used to think the guys, the analysts that were saying the Jets might win seven or 8 games. I was like, what are you kidding? They won 7 games last year with no quarterback. Now I see their point. Lamario, like I said, I've been watching the AFL from 2018 on. Ford, absolutely enjoy it. AFL is awesome, Lamario. I really like it a lot. Bruin, you will not regret it. I spent that whole offseason 2022 to 2023, I spent that whole offseason, man, watching a lot of replays of footy, and I got into it. Bills Mafia is the best. They are. Do you know the Bills Mafia as a Jet fan, supports my channel more than Jet fans do? That's a fact. And I don't mean it just in the live. I mean, even in my comments, my videos. The Bills Mafia supports my channel more than Jet fans do. That is a fact. Cullen, field hockey. But Cullen's got jokes. Cousin played field hockey. There's always somebody in here. We always got a rebuttal from we love it. That's what the basement's all about. Bruin, I don't like basketball as much as I used to. And that's coming from a guy who's a Celtics fan who just won the whole thing. Caleb, one thing I love about AFL is we have 9 teams in one city and then another team an hour down the road. Every team is full of diehard fans. No doubt. Lou, the Bills Mafia Army. I have more Bills Mafia that supports my channel than Jet fans do. That's a 100% fact. That's why I do reviews on Bills and I try to do live games for the Bills because I get support from them. At least Americans know what field hockey is, unlike footy. Well, this American does, and Lou does, and we're starting to come around with it, man. But it's an amazing sport, enough to where I even paid the freaking ridiculous shipping fee to get these jerseys over, these Guernseys, huh? But to get these over here, you have to pay ridiculous shipping fees to get that done. Anyway, guys, yeah, field hockey is boring. I didn't even acknowledge it because, right, field hockey is extremely boring. You have to have a family member playing it to get into it, right? There's an old Melbourne saying, you can tell where you are in Melbourne during finals based off colors people are wearing. That's like Green Bay Packers here, Caleb. Green Bay shuts down when their team plays. They shut down. There's playoff Super Bowl, they shut down. Angus in England, some medium-sized team, have multiple teams, not in the USA. Yeah, like California, we have – each sport has a few teams in California. New York, we have a few, even though the Jets and Giants play in Jersey, yes. New York has a few teams in each, but not at 9 teams, not like that. That's crazy. All right, guys, good night. I'm out of here. We'll be back Wednesday night for the Yankees. Royals, but if it's a disgrace like this, we will quickly turn to the Rangers Penguins. I promise you. If the Yankees come out like this, I will quickly turn the channel to the Rangers. I promise you guys that will happen. Packers shut it down because it's publicly owned team. Yes, good night, everyone. Caleb, we'll see you on Wednesday, man. Thanks for showing up. Really appreciate it, Caleb. Oh, okay. I'll get you that Discord on Wednesday, too. Sorry, man. I forgot about that till literally just now. The Mets play at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Lou, I'll give you a call tomorrow, Lou. I'll give you a call tomorrow. I will call you tomorrow, Lou. That's for sure. You're off tomorrow. I'm going to call you. And Lou, be safe, man. I'll call you tomorrow. I'll definitely call you tomorrow. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you for everything. Much appreciated as always. Night.